Welcome to twitch.tv/LoganRobo. Tonight's game will be Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice. Remember, even though Apollo Justice makes falling down into caves seem glamorous, don't do it. Caves are just the Earth's nostrils. And would you climb into a friend's nostril? Would you climb into a friend's nostril if it was infested with bears? Remember, kids, just say no to caves. Thank you for tuning in to twitch.tv/LoganRobo. Please enjoy the stream. And we are live! How is everybody doing? I see that once again Extemporaneous was here bright and early with a lurk at a random Transformers check. Great shot. Who is bro? And is bro a great shot? Okay, so what great shot is there was a Decepticon called Six Shot who could turn like 6 different things. And then like in Japan, they're like, we also want an Autobot that can do this. And so they gave Six Shot like a new head, a new chest, and new color scheme. And it's like, now he's Great Shot, and it's a different guy. It's actually kind of cool, because one of the things he turns into is supposed to be like a gun, but you can't do that anymore, even though it doesn't really look like a gun. If you're a robot and you turn into 6 things, none of the things you turn into really look like what they're supposed to be. So when they did like a modern remake of his toy, the gun mode, they just flipped upside down and said it's a submarine. That's all it is. And a would you rather be able to taste any flavor just by imagining it, or smell any scent just by imagining it? I feel like I would probably go with taste any flavor, because I'm not like a huge smell kind of a guy. But all raid from Queen Katie. Welcome, Queen Katie. How you doing here? Here, let's do a shout out for you. I don't think we have any mods here yet, Queen Katie. People are still filtering in, so here I'll do the shout out for you myself. How was your stream? What were you playing? Oh, Yangtze River again. How is it going? So let's see if Twitch Guru is gonna work. Twitch Guru is not working, so I'm gonna try turning Twitch Guru off and back on again, and then I'll try doing that shout out all over again. Let's try that again. Shout out at Queen Katie. Don't you love it right off the bat, just a few minutes in and things aren't working. Okay, so apparently Twitch Guru is down, but I hope that your stream went well, Queen Katie. How are you doing? Extemporaneous Assault says, also really sorry about your YouTube channel. Fingers crossed that your stuff is not lost to the void forever. Yeah, for those who didn't see on Discord, YouTube today apparently had this big bug where tons and tons of channels were erroneously struck with like, was spam and scam or whatever, terms of service breaches and got removed. And mine was one of them, and it was removed for like a good half hour, 45 minutes, something like that. And then it came back up, and they sent emails like, sorry, we reviewed it, it's fine. But like dozens of my videos in the VOD playlist are just, they're still listed as removed. They're gone. And so it said in the email, you could appeal it here, so I appealed it, and I clicked it, and then I just got an automated thing back. It's like, all right, we checked you out, but your profile's there, so you're fine. Go ahead, keep YouTube it. So finally, somebody on YouTube said that I guess it can take up to 48 hours for everything to come back. So hopefully it'll be back. Fingers crossed, because I don't have the hard drive space to back up all that stuff. That is over 500 VODs. So yeah, I think Jorge was suggesting I should probably try and get an external hard drive. It'd probably cost a couple $100 to get one big enough for that many VODs. So maybe we'll do a fundraiser soon. I don't know. But how are you doing, Queen Katie? And Extemporaneous, thank you. And Weedle says, hey, Puppy Kicker, I'm here doing homework at the school. Weedle, if you can hear me. Oh, what's that? Wow, oh, Nora Rita with the party one. Welcome, Nora. I just tried doing a shout out for Queen Katie and it didn't work because Twitch Guru is down. I'll try doing a shout out for you as well. It probably won't work, but at least you can see that I'm doing the shout out. How'd the rest of your stream go? Magpie and I popped in for a little bit earlier for Ace Attorney. Nora seemed very upset at what happened to Mia in that game. And how are you? Welcome! And Weedle, I was trying to ask you, if you're doing your work at school, is it really home work? If it's at school, isn't it just school work? Says for 2 class big sad. Aw! Magpie says, hello, Magpie flying in. I'm juggling streams left and right today. I know, I saw you. The both of us were in Nora's stream. How you doing, Magpie? And Weedle says, hello, Magpie, lurking. And there's Queen Katie's Raid saying, Queen Katie Raid. Oak, how you doing? Saying, wee. Oak, I feel like I should apologize to you, especially over the fact that, like, my VODs seem to be disappearing since you're the one who's been, like, really accessing the VODs so much recently. So I hope things get fixed soon. I hope YouTube is correct that it'll be back up within 48 hours. Because if not, I'm going to be very sad. I've been panicking. I spent about 3 hours today just panicking over it. But how are the... let me load up the game. So last time where we left off, we fell down into a cave with our estranged father, as you do. And then we solved a little puzzle box and got a priceless orb that is going to help our terrorist dad. That should be the name of Apollo's sitcom. Our Terrorist Dad. Help him take over Karain. So that's going to be just delightful fun that we can all enjoy. Queen Katie says, salute Twitch Guru. Said, I had a great time with case 3 for Yangtze. Are you accusing more animals of being murderers, Queen Katie? Said, I literally got stuck in a testimony when you went live. So it was good timing for me to have a break. Oh, okay, good timing then. I'm glad. It's good. It's good to see all of you. How are all of you doing today? I hope your days go better. It's been a stressful couple of days. Past couple of days I've been picking up extra hours at work because I desperately need money. And then right after work had this whole thing. So yeah, it's been a thing today. But that's okay. We're going to play. We're going to play some of the game here. We got it. Oh, and Queen Katie, also, didn't you say that you have some like spoiler clip coming up soon that you got to present that we didn't quite make it to last time? So hopefully we will reach it soon. At last, the Founder's Orb is ours. And it's all thanks to you, son. Well done. So he's at least, he's a bad dad, but at least he like gives credit to his kid. Then again, I'd expect nothing less from my boy. My boy that I neither fathered nor raised, but I still claim as my own when he does something good. Oh, it's no big deal. Don't sell yourself short just because you are short. That's why Apollo has little bunny ears things, to trick people into thinking he's taller than he is. You may think it's nothing, but your insights and reasoning led us here. I'm gonna be honest, it was a fun puzzle opening up that little thing. And I'd say that's truly impressive. And we even get this like triumphant music, it's great. This sounds like Final Fantasy music to me. I don't know about that. Do you think Apollo's like happy that his... Oh, I heard what happened. I will read the chat. I will read the chat. Hang on. I just looked at the bottom. I scroll down the bottom to check and see, and there's a highlighted message saying Twitch Guru is stuck there. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So that was just an extra long shout out for, was that the one for Nora or the Queen Katie one? Regardless, yeah, I don't know what's wrong with Twitch Guru. Thank you very much for the highlighted message. I'm assuming that's what happened was for, but I will read a couple more comments just cause I already miss y'all. Let's see. Queen Katie said, I was about to ask what happened to your playlist. Oh, believe me, I just about had a heart attack because I found it by checking my email. And suddenly seeing there was an email about like, we have reviewed your case on your YouTube as to whether it should be removed. And what I need to do, here's what I need to do. I need to get an external hard drive. I need to back up all my videos, which will probably take hours upon hours and hours to download everything. And then I should take them in one by one, upload them to an alternate, just completely hidden account, except that probably won't even do anything. Because even some of my private videos that I haven't gone public with were also taken down. Oak says, is it gonna be an I'll be back like I'll be back? Or I'll be back like baby? I hope like a real I'll be back? Oak says, because he was not back. Here's the thing, Bebe, I assume eventually went back to Japan. The real problem is the protagonist was no longer there. He put it off too long. And there was a Nora raid. Oak says, hi, Nora. Quickita said, hey, Nora. Quickita said, double raid, y'all. Widow said, I do hear you. You're a puppy kicker. Weedle, does your roommate, I assume that was your roommate who joined our Discord channel. Does your roommate think I'm a puppy kicker too? Nora said, I have a clip this time. Will it work? Twitch Guru is down. There's problems with it, apparently. I even tried resetting it, so I think it's a problem with, like, the server. I'm sorry! And Magpie says, hello, Nora. But yeah, but Nora, how did the rest of your stream go? Okay, let's play a little bit more here. I don't know about that. All those battles you fought in the courtroom have shaped you into the man you are today. And I couldn't be prouder. Oh, will you cut it out already? Before I turn into a sun-ripened tomato. Oh, look at Paul's blushing. He's like, he cares about what his dad thinks of him. And we also learned that apparently flattery works really well. I think, I bet Dirk is going to have some additional secret that Apollo doesn't know about. And then, like, right as Apollo's thinking, like, oh, maybe I do love my estranged foster dad, then he'll be like, oh, but he lied to me. With this orb, I can finally deliver a fatal blow to the Garan regime. I don't even mean metaphorically. I'm gonna kill them. Just remember, Apollo, you helped me. This is on you, blood on your hands. Ha ha ha! Yeah. So, how exactly do you plan on using it? Yeah, like, how does this help him take over the country? You're not gonna try and become a spirit medium, are you? Oh yeah, because it endows you with power? Don't be ridiculous. I don't need supernatural powers like that. So then you're gonna use it as a bargaining chip with Queen Garan? I'm gonna load it into a cannon and shoot her with it. Think of it as a giant bullet, my boy. Like the minute she abolishes the Defense Culpability Act? Well, the thought had crossed my mind, but I just really like killing. Is that so wrong? The main thing is returning to this to the kingdom of Karain. Oh, wait, hang on. I was gonna say, are we gonna fly back with him to Karain? But the problem is, like, there's a murder here. You know what it's probably gonna be? Either Dirk or Dats will be accused of the murder of Archie Buff and then be extradited to Karain, and then Apollo and Athena will fly over there and join Phoenix to defend one of the two of them? After all, as a sacred relic of Karainism, that is where it belongs. Really? That's all you wanted to do? Uh-huh, because my true objective has always been to find out who asked Dr. Buff to study it and why. Thought that was you, bro. I'm not sure I follow. Oh, and now we're just back to little drippy noises. Well, let's present our new orb to him. Oh, wait, it's not in our cord rack? Oh, it's updated here, Founder's Orb. The orb is ours at last. I'm just glad we were able to make what you said in your broadcast the reality. Me too, I didn't want to admit it before, but I was starting to have second thoughts about making such a big, bold move. I kept thinking, what would happen if we failed to get the orb? Just another example of how a bluff could be the starting point in the quest for the truth. And what a hard-won truth it was, but I couldn't have done it without you, son. See, he's like too loving right now. There's got to be more of an arc to patching up their relationship with each other. Let's all, can we examine anything else? We can examine the empty thing? No. Okay, so I guess we got to just talk to him. Talk to our dad. See, we get to say, by the way, I have this random out of context quote from my stream, quote, and so I'm a corpse. I'm getting tired of standing. So I go like, whoop. Is that like when things were like, whoop, like a slide whistle, like just popping off screen? Magpie says, I'm good. Contented, Magpie. Oh, I wish I was content, but I haven't been my entire adult life. I think the closest I've been is when I obtained one of my Transformers collecting Holy Grails. Oak said that was a wonderful quote. Nora said, my clip was funny. I promise I was hoping, or saying I was hoping it would play. We could try again later. Like in an hour, remind me and we'll try Twitch Guru again. Oak said, it's okay. I don't know if the P3 VODs are affected yet. Oh, yes, they are. Yes, there are numerous P3 VODs and Ace Attorney VODs. It's just seemingly random all throughout the VOD playlist. So... Quickity said, reminder, y'all, that I have a spoiler clip very soon. Have we reached it yet? I guess we haven't, because nothing's happened, so I should play some more. The orb's significance. The official story is that the orb was stolen from the Temple treasure room. Yeah, I heard about that on the news. They also said your group was behind the theft. That's not good. We're probably on an international most wanted list now. I guess that's why they searched my bag at the airport. It was really inconvenient that I had weapons, bombs, and bodies in it. Let me ask you something, Apollo. Who do you think really stole the orb? I really haven't a clue. Well, I think it was one of the royals. Ooh. Political intrigue. Is it gonna be the defense minister guy? Is he gonna try and overthrow his wife, the queen? Really? Someone from the royal family? Yeah, and I've got a pretty good idea which one it was. Now that we got music, I can read a couple more comments in the chat, though. Nora said, my clip was about Edgeworth, and it was funny, I promise. Oh, so you met Edgeworth? Have you finally met Edgeworth? What do you think of Edgeworth, Nora? Oak says, I'm doing good. I'm working on an animation. I love animation. What's your animation of? Quiggity said, yee, very soon we'll have the spoiler clip. I should yoink the link right now, actually, for when it happens. Oak said, just check the P3R playlist, and it looks like all the videos are safe? Really? Because, like, I check on when... Here, hang on. I had posted on Discord and I saw that there were specific videos that were missing off of that. Like, let me pull it up here. Just really quickly, if you're lurking, I'll be right back. I'll be right back to the game. It's fine. I'm just looking up something here. I'm looking up something. This is important. This is so important. Let's see, the Persona 3 VOD on August 23rd was down, as well as September 3rd was down. As well as some of the ones that I hadn't posted yet, such as September 24th. Yeah, so there were like just a bunch of them that were down. So, but I think if you look at the playlist, you're not going to see like an empty space or crossed out. It's just not there. And, oh crap, Oak does quote number 253. Are you going to do that every stream? It's about a tooth. Okay, it says, I'd be shoving my tongue in that hole all the time. It's like if your tooth was gone, there's a hole in your gums. Magpie says, I like how check out Queen Katie Bad is just living on the screen. I'm bad at this. I've been doing this 3 years and I'm still not good at it. Like 3.5 years. 2.5? 3.5? 2021 to 22, 23 to 24. 3.5 years. Oak does quote number 260. We came out of this b-hole. Queen Katie with a highlighted message. Logan the Guru is still stuck there. Yes. Okay. Let's play a little bit more. Yeah, and I've got a pretty good idea which one it was. He knows who it is? Care to share your hunch? All I'll say at this point is this. Security is pretty tight, but the royals have unfettered access to the treasure room. Well, the thing is, if they're the royal family, don't they own the orb? I don't know. Plus, they seem to be turning a blind eye to the orb's loss. Why would a member of the royal family do that? That I haven't figured out yet. Yeah, I guess one's gonna overthrow the other, or... But whatever the reason, it can't be good. I hope it's not Rafa. Because Rafa, she is totally mean and tsundere for Phoenix. But I don't know, like getting to investigate with her, she kind of grew on me. I didn't like her at first, but she's better now. I mean, a Kuranese royal stealing a national treasure of such religious significance? And then pinning the crime on us, the Defiant Dragons. Sounds like a conspiracy or something. Is it a conspiracy if it's just the government? I don't know. Nora said, would I be allowed to send my Edgeworth clip into chat if that would even work? Because I promise it's funny. You can, we do. I did have to impose a rule about 2 years ago that any clips from other streams I don't play live on here in the clip viewer. But yeah, you're welcome to post it here if you want. By all means, the Twitch Clips channel on Discord, you can post it there as well. Oak said, I'm actually very excited about the Ace Attorney and Fright Friday because I don't have to worry about spoilers. I hope it'll be good. The poll, the survey that I took was very distinct on like about 4 games that were much more votes than all the others. But at the same time, like the highest number of votes that anything got was 34%. So that means that even the games that got the highest scores, 2/3 of people didn't vote for. So I hope, I'm nervous about Friday Fright Days, but I hope we'll find out tomorrow. Quigator said, by the way, Logan, I haven't found the animal for case 3 yet, but trust me, as soon as I find it, I will accuse it. Is that a thing that's like every case has an animal and you just have like an accuse button? J'accuse. Sounds like a conspiracy or something. I agree, and if the truth were to come to light, it would be a scandal of epic proportions. To allow a foreign national to study a treasure so sacred that it's off limits to the public. Well, I mean, if it's off limits to the public in your country, maybe that's why you had a foreign national studying it. I honestly, I think the bigger crime is killing that foreign national. maybe I'm in the minority, but I do think murdering somebody is worse than letting somebody study a forbidden subject. It would be seen as an utter sacrilege to those who truly revere the Holy Mother. So if this were to go public, support for the Garan regime would weaken. But it's like the royal family. It's not like they're going to say, we'll have an election and appoint somebody else. But that's not all. This is just a hunch, but I believe there's something even bigger here. Something that would explain why the orb was being studied in the first place. Something that would shake the kingdom of Karain to its very core. I'm gonna find out what. Yeah, it's just that simple. He's probably right. His intuition is usually spot on. Okay, I'm gonna do a wide swing. I'm gonna guess. I'm worried that, okay, by the end of the game, there's gonna be new people in charge of Karain. I think that's pretty much, I feel like that's clear at this point. I'm worried it's gonna be Maya. I want Maya to like stay in Japanifornia. It sounds like she came back, so hopefully she's gonna stay. So I'm gonna guess that Rafa will become the new queen, and she'll be like she's like a 14-year-old queen. The weirder things happen in history. I remember there's like a verse in the Bible where I think there was like an 8-year-old that became a king at some point. Dark, why are you so bent on revolution anyway? Is it to reform the legal system in Karain? There's that, but I remember I just said I like killing. But I'm also doing this for my children. Well, one of them, the prosecutor. I kind of forget about you and I'm not looking at you. I want to, it is for him. I want to save Nayuta. Oh, was it Apollo who calls him Yudi? Apollo goes, Yudi. Oh. What do you mean? Well, you can't tell that he's got a stick up his butt. He's like an attack dog of the royals just going after people, getting people killed. This is for your ears only. Oh, we're gonna dish on some family gossip. Let's see, I gotta read some more of the chat though. Nora said it would be crying about you know who. Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oak says, if the spoiler clip doesn't work, Queen Katie will riot. They were really looking forward to it. She mentioned it a few times in her stream. I'm sorry. Queen Katie said it should be good. It's the clip viewer, not the guru. Wheel says, maybe. Queen Katie said, yee. We were talking about being evil and giggling. Nora said, I teared up 3 times during today's stream. During the stream. Well, you seemed attached to Mia, and that is not a good thing to do in the first game. Let's see, Crystal says, actually giggling. How you doing, Crystal? Welcome. How is your week going? Nora said, okay, my clip. And there's the clip. So you guys can check it out. I would say make sure to post in the Discord if you can, because I'd love to check it out after the stream. Beowulf says, hello, lonely man. How you doing, Beowulf? Welcome. How is your week going? Now, Beowulf, when is it that you leave on your trip again? That's like the same weekend that Reef Fantasio Metaphor comes out, right?
Logan lives in a pineapple under the sea.
Logan Robo.
Absorbed
hey, you did
yellow
it.
And porous is he.
Logan Robo.
If nautical nonsense be something you wish.
Logan Robo.
Then drop on the deck and flop like a fish.
Logan Robo. Oh, there's more that TTS didn't say. Said, wait, no, that's Patrick. Is it, Beowulf, since you're here, I gotta ask you something, Beowulf and Rukov, let me know. Is it technically doxing myself if I admit that my middle name is Patrick, and so that works with the whole, no, it's Patrick, so this is kind of me? I don't think Rukov even knows my middle name, so that's probably a surprise there. But thank you so much for the 10 bits, Rukov. We have him on now. Although, Rukov, we tried doing shout outs earlier, and Twitch Guru seems to be down again, sadly. But how are you doing, Rukov? Welcome. Thank you so much for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. Okay, let's see what the secret is. This is for your ears only. Come here, get close. I gotta whisper this into your ears, Apollo. It's the other reason why this revolution needs to succeed. It's got a need to succeed. Nayuta! I never thought that our reunion would take place in the courtroom. Flashback time. Oh, so you've run into each other already. Yeah, but it was like he was a different person. It's like he grew up or something. He wasn't a little kid no more. He used to be such a kind, cheerful kid, always smiling and stuff, but now he tried to convict Trocy for a crime she didn't even commit. Don't get me wrong. If she did the crime, I would say execute her right there. I am like fed up with Trucy. You should see what she did to me in that magic show. Plus, he kept telling me I had a putrid mind and to let it go and move on. Has it really gotten that bad? It must be Garon's influence. He wasn't like that when he first stepped into the courtroom. Back then, he still had a keen sense of justice. Okay, so he's quoting him. I vow to bring the Garon regime down and reform the legal system. That's what he swore to do, but that was also 5 years ago. I was gonna say if we seen him looking straight on, but I do think we did. After the second trial, I think we saw him like this when he like complimented Emma Skye, right? Oak says, what is Archie Buff's hobby? It's hard for me to distinguish. I know. A guy who's into archaeology named Archie Buff. It's so hard to tell. Nora said, wait, I didn't watch the VOD. The end. Oops. Why are we in a cave? We fell in a cave. No, so what it was is that we found out that Archie Buff had hidden the orb that we were looking for somewhere. And we ran to Pearl and she pointed us in the right direction. It was in a cave. And then we went in the cave, but in the cave it was all dark. And then someone in the silence like shoved us down a hole. And so we don't know, somebody like tried to kill us. But then we found like this little puzzle box in some ruins, and we opened it up and the orb was in there. Quiggity said, it's fine, we're hunting down an orb in a cave. Nora says, interesting. Quiggity said, and doing some dad-son bonding. Crystal says, and stuck there. Probably gonna die of starvation. Crystal, we're not gonna die of starvation. We're gonna die of dehydration long before that.
Sage put prosecutor.
Oh, it's working again.
It's Miles Edgeworth.
Oh, this is the first name drop of Edgeworth.
Oh my gosh, guys, it's Edgeworth. Better than the other guy. That means I'll have to do a new voice. Edgeworth. Best buddy.
Oh my gosh, Edgeworth. I'm so excited about this information. Edgeworth, almost here. Just a week away. Prosecutor Edgeworth.
I'm biased to him because...
So I take it that you're excited to see Edgeworth? And is the Queen Katie one gonna show up? No. Okay, so apparently, maybe there needs to, Okay, well, Twitch Guru seems to be intermittently dead. Sorry about that. But yeah, Crystal, we're gonna die of dehydration long before we die of starvation. Because not the P3 VODs. I know it's like dozens of them are just. I mean, they're still on the list on my screen, but it just says removed. And then I check online, it's like, how do you appeal a video removed? And it's like, highlight this thing, click the appeal button, or mouse over this thing, and I moused over it, there's no appeal button. And hang on, I need a little drink here, because I'm already getting thirsty. We're a half hour into the stream already. I don't know how that's possible. I still have some chocolate milk left from my dinner that I haven't finished yet, so I'm not gonna hydrate on water, I'm gonna hydrate on chocolate milk. See, Nora said the temple, yes. Everything in Korean is just English spelled differently. Oh, Evie, how you doing? Said, hey, Logan, oncology appointment went well. Oh, I'm so excited. I mean, not that you even had to go there. I'm not excited that you had to go to it, but I'm excited it went well. It didn't cost me much, just $75. Oh, wow, that's really good. And they took more blood to see if my platelets were a high count again. They were high again, but the doctor said he wasn't worried because it was not that high over. He just wants to see me in February to check my platelets are still high, but he thinks that might be normal for me. I'm so relieved. Okay, that is a relief. I mean, better safe than sorry. Yes, get these things checked out, get them found out. Like I have had 2 relatives in the last year die of cancer. So, which is weird because cancer is it doesn't run in my family. That's not like something that's happened a lot in the past. Heart disease does. But all of a sudden, yeah, so just be careful. Quiggity said soon after this yapping, actually. Okay, so I guess we should get through this yapping then. That's what he swore to do, but that was also 5 years ago. He'd been the shining star of the Defiant Dragons and our greatest hopes. Oh, so he used to be a terrorist. Okay. Also, why is his left arm behind his back, but his right one's down at his side? That seems weird. It's like he's got a present he's holding behind his back for us. Wait, Nayuta was a dragon? Oh, wait, a poll just appeared. A poll just appeared, okay. It says, as a Logan fan, I am a lowbro, lonely watcher, happy customer. Not a fan, hate watching. I like trains. Well, I guess I'll click lonely watcher. That's about what I am. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys saw, Queen Katie had mentioned on Discord before I had a chance to, but you guys know what day today is? It's October 3rd. That's the day Edward Elric and Alphonse Elric left home and went on their journey. I took my my little pocket watch that I have to work today because I found it. I mentioned last time I found it like a coworker of mine is like super into like really cool anime stuff. And it's like I gotta take this in. I gotta show it off. So I was like a nerd at work today, but it made me happy. Nora said, Rafa, thief? Rafa? No, I haven't met him, but, well, you'll see. Oak said, I'm trying to animate a fight scene, but I can't animate. Oh, is like a specific fight scene, or is it just something you're choreographing yourself? Quickly said, BRB gonna yoink a very nice donut. I want a donut. I didn't know I wanted a donut till you mentioned it, but now I want a donut. Enjoy your donut. Okay. Wait, Nayuru was a dragon? He was. But these days, he's more like Garon's lapdog. Talk about a complete about-face. Why would he do that? Something must have happened to him. Something that sparked a radical change. Still, I don't think he truly believes in the new path he's taken. It's not conviction that fills his heart. It's resignation and despair. Danganronpa has still ruined the word despair for me. I see. The only thing I know for sure is Nayuta is suffering, and he is suffering in silence. Nayuta is suffering? Yes, that is literally what I just said. He knows the rightful state of Karain's legal system, but something forces him to bend to Garon's will, and it's tearing him apart. Okay, so the question is, did he have something that like shook his faith in the dragons? Or is he being blackmailed, maybe? Oh, you know, maybe the government actually has known Dirk's location this whole time, and they're like, Nayuta, if you don't help us get these convictions, we're gonna kill your dad. Although, like, why would they need that? I mean, if the legal system is the way it is, they don't really need him. I mean, any prosecutor, they had gasp and pain being a prosecutor in a gold suit for a while. They don't really need Nayuta. But it's been 5 years. Do you really think he even wants to reform the legal system? As long as he carries what I've taught him in his heart, I do. Oh, and back to this. Dirk's teachings. Let me read one or two more comments in the chat, though. Nora says, Oak, real. Quick his head. Recently got lucky and got a baker's dozen of donuts. That's an extra donut. Nora said, I was about to get up and snatch a donut from my kitchen. Do all you have donuts? I don't have a donut. Oak said, I will be quoting that every stream. Oh, joy. Nora said, I got it from Krispy Kreme when I went to Iowa because we don't have those in Minnesota. We got those here now. I mean, it's been here for like a long time, but like when I was a kid, we didn't. And the poll is done, and I Like Trains won with 47% of the vote. Happy customer in second place with 27%. Nora contributing 600 channel points. I didn't even know you'd regain 600. I thought you were channel point poor. Dirk's teachings. A dragon never yields. That's what you always told us. That I did. It's a belief I've held since back when I was a lawyer. The dragon stands as the pinnacle of the natural world. Nothing and no one can bend its will. That's why we lawyers must pursue the truth like an unyielding... Oh, it's Apollo. That's why we lawyers must pursue the truth like an unyielding dragon. I wonder if there's significance to this dragon imagery with the fact that in the second case, the magical turnabout or whatever it was called, that Mr. Reus transformed... Didn't he transform into a dragon? Was something about that? I bet that those cases, the two cases we did, that one and the clown girl case, has some sort of thematic or metaphorical relation to the overall storyline. Definitely some about doubles, since one of them had the twin magicians, Bonnie and Betty to fame, and then the other one had like a person who was multiple people in one. So yeah. That's why we lawyers must pursue the truth like an unyielding dragon, right? We must fight for truth to the bitter end, no matter what it takes. Dirk and Mr. Right, they have that much in common. I'm gonna be honest, they actually look kind of similar too. Do we have Phoenix Wright in our court record? What do Phoenix's eyebrows look like? I feel like they're just a little pointy up top. Oh, they have little squiggles there, but he's got a little scar where a squiggle could go. Oh, that's his attorney's badge. It looks different than mine. It's got an eyeball in it. My attorney's badge just has scales in it. That's why I've held on to this badge, even though there are no more lawyers in Karain. I believe that one day our legal system will return to its former glory. And this badge here is a testament to that belief. Huh. I wonder if Nayuta still believes in what you taught us. He does. That much I'm sure of. Ha! Oh, hand tattoo!
Never yields.
Ooh, that was voiced. A dragon never yields. Half a smile. I know that belief is etched deep in his heart. I'd bet my life on it. I like that half smile. That's cool. Crystal does quote number 111. Someone out there is a Chidori to Chaz Junpei. Oh, no, it's you saying that quote, Crystal. Crystal said, laughing, what? Nora said, lol. Crystal said, I forgot this exists. I was actually just watching that VOD today during my lunch break at work. Let's see. Nora does quote number 241. Naruto Ra. Oh, wait. Why are we Naruto running here? Do we only Naruto run when we have bloodlust, when we're ready to kill a man? Let's head on back. Quita said, I have yoinked the donut. Nora says, okay, well, I guess we'll see if the shout-out works later. Quigita said, Friday is Corpse Party, right? It'll be my first time seeing it Hype Hype, assuming it works. When we tried to play it for the sample platter stream, it gave me technical difficulties. I've tested it like twice since then, just like bringing up the main menu, and it has worked. So knock on wood, hopefully it'll work fine. If it doesn't, the backup plan will be Fran Bow, which everybody's been recommending, but anytime I look at the Steam page for it, the images just look so, like, gory and gross that it's, I don't know about that. Oak says, yeah, I mean, it's not that I can't handle it, but I just gotta be in the right mood for that type of thing. Oak says, yeah, Logan, you're in the minority. Murder isn't even that bad? Studying something without permission is unbelievable, though. Aww. I'd bet my life on it. After all, he's my flesh and blood. Unlike you, you're just my foster kid. That's why I abandoned you. Oh, look, you can even see, like, the rendering on the back of his hand, the individual bones. This unshakable faith and confidence is what draws people to him, whether they like it or not. Even people like me. Okay. You know, I remember back when we were kids, Nayuta used to say with great pride, quote, I have the blood of the dragon within me. Yes, and that's why I want to free him. What?
For those wondering, early YouTube had a viral video by Tom Scott called As Movie, which is very random. One of the takeaways is a character that says I like trains.
Okay, so that is what it's for. I think you may have told me that once before. The ASDF movie thing, though, I believe that it was originally broken up into like a whole bunch of small little parts that are like, 10 seconds long each, right? I think? I've never actually seen the whole thing. I only found out about it like 5 years ago. Something like that. But thank you very much, Rukov, for the 10 bits. You see, what I always think of whenever I try to think of like early YouTube animation, you ever looked up, there's a cartoon, I don't think it was made for YouTube, but I remember seeing it as, a long time ago in the early days of my internet surfing, called Rejection. And I don't know, I just remember this one guy, it was two guys, it was this guy with a spoon, and the spoon was really big. And he says, my spoon is too big. My spoon is too big. My spoon is too big. And then a guy comes in dressed as a banana going, I am a banana! And then that's the end of the scene. So, I don't know why I had to mention that. But anyway, thank you very much for the 10 bits, Rukov. I appreciate that. Yes, and that's why I wanted to free him. Free him from the poisonous clutches of the Garan regime. So that's your other reason for starting the revolution. I mean, I guess, okay, chat, real talk. Does that make you a good dad, like a really good dad or a really bad dad, if you are willing to start a revolution to throw your entire country into turmoil and possibly overthrow your government just for the sake of your son? Because that's a grand gesture, but, yes, I need to smack some sense into that boy of mine. I mean, what else are fathers for? That's right, just smacking their kids. Is that allowed in this country? Because that's all I do. You remember, Apollo? Remember me smacking you? I wouldn't know. You were never there for me. You never smacked me. You were always smacking Nayuta. Now that we have the orb, on to the next problem. Getting out of here. I mean, in theory, we should be able to swim to the ocean. But then who knows how long it would take to swim around the mountain. And plus, Apollo can't swim. Well, we're not going back by the way we came in, that's for sure. See, there's the birth hole, or the bee hole as we like to call it. It's Oak quotes me. And everybody knows bee holes are one-way holes. Well, I mean, you know, that doesn't stop Mr. Wright and Edgeworth, you know. Just saying. Huh?
Rukov moose slap. So Rukov go slap.
Rukov go slap. Thank you so much, Rukov. Get some good rest, get some sleep. Thank you so much for the 10 bits. You're an awesome friend, awesome mod. Although, chat, we are now modless once again. And I don't know if Vera's gonna be here. Vera wasn't here last stream. I'm like a little bit worried. I hope that like Vera's fractured toe didn't get infected or something. Can fractures get infected? Thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. That hole we fell through was way too high to climb back up to. Actually, I have an idea. That lake water tastes salty, which means it must connect to the ocean. Not necessarily. Like, in Utah, we have the Great Salt Lake. That's salty. Doesn't connect to no ocean. Well, wait a second. You're not suggesting we swim our way out of here? That's exactly what I'm suggesting. But we have no idea how deep that lake goes. It's pitch black down there. Not a problem. How is that not a problem? I mean, how do you even know if there's really a passage to the ocean? And also, how do you know that it's like big enough for a person to pass through? It could be like a little crack like that big that just has water going through it, like a pipe. Well, one of us has to try, and I'm the better swimmer. Oh, so is he gonna swim up by himself, leaving Apollo here, and then come back and get help? Okay, here's the question. If he does leave Apollo, is something gonna happen to him? Is he gonna get murdered? It'll be like a double homicide? And maybe that's gonna be Apollo's like, right when I finally got my dad back, my foster dad. Or will he go out and then maybe he gets arrested and Apollo just spends the rest of the chapter here in the cave, and after we finally get him acquitted, he's like, oh, by the way, we should probably go rescue Apollo. He's been down there for like 3 days. Time's a wasting. I'll be back before you know it, son. Sploosh! Swim, 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 swim. Dark! Call me Dad! He's gone. I hope he knows what he's doing. May 16th, Mount Mitama, Kurani's ruins. Apollo died 3 days later. It's been 20 minutes. I hope he's okay. Is this a volcano? What's going on? Are we gonna erupt? Or maybe it's an excavator, like drilling a hole. Uh-oh! The water! It's rising and fast! Ah! Blah, 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 blah. Whoa! The neat air! Okay, grab the log! Grab the log! Cough, sputter, cough, cough! Ah! I hope it gives me the options, like, do I run and grab the water bottle, or do I grab the log? Grab the log! I don't know how to swim! If I don't grab onto something, this is bad. I better think of something quick. Examine. Can I grab the water bottle? Hey, maybe I can use this like an oxygen tank! Yeah! One mouthful of air is clearly enough to survive on for long periods of time. Wait, what am I thinking? I need to stay calm and be more rational about this. Can we look at the... We can't reach the beehole up there. Look at the wall. It's no use! The hole's still too high up! I'll have to find another way. And quick, before I drown! We're gonna take our time up. Obviously the log's the thing, but let's look at other stuff. Let's look at this. Oh, this is not good. The water's almost up to the top of the altar. It won't be long before it reaches the roof of the cave. We'll click anything else. Anything else? I guess we can look at the log. But you know, we're just gonna let Apollo flounder for a bit as I read some more in the chat. Nora said, it was Gats who called him Yudi, right? Oh, I think you're right, actually. I don't know why I thought it was Apollo, but I think you're right. Nora said, I was attached to her. Her voice was so satisfying to voice. What'd you do for her voice? Spoiler, when we did her voice in the original game, I gave her a very crappy Irish accent. Ah, she was me right there. Oh, what was that? Oh, follow. Oh no, Raid. Oh, Raid. Jake is way better with a rating with a party 1. I am so sorry. I thought that was a follow sound alert. Thank you, Jake. Okay, Rukov, our mod, just went to bed. Let me see if our shout outs are working again. They weren't working earlier. Wait, crap. What was that? Another one? Carissa Rowley, rated with a party 1. Okay, say it. We'll do the shout out first for Jake is way better. And we'll see if it works. I don't know if it works. Twitch Guru has been down. Okay, that didn't work. Let me try a shout out for Carissarella. Carissarella, how's your stream? Carissarella, or did I type it wrong? Maybe I typed it wrong. Let's see if it works. Fingers crossed. Hey! Oh, is that the...
Hold on, I forgot what the webcam was.
It's the Blue Badger.
Champion.
The Blue Badger head.
I've never felt more vindicated in my life.
I remember that. That's totally the Blue Badger.
It is a miracle.
Mm-hmm.
It is a miracle. My dumb ass figuring it out. And we didn't hit the 2-hour mark, buddy.
Did that one take a while to get right? Thank you so much, Carissarella. How are you doing? I should scroll down the bottom. Okay, crap. When I scroll to the bottom on this window, I can't see a whole lot, but I see Vex is here saying, hi, time to drown the boy. Oh, we drowned the boy so good. Quita said, welcome, y'all. Today we're watching Apollo drown the water, and Logan just laughing at him. Oak says, whoa. Vex says, time soggy palo time. Quita said, y'all, I have a fun spoiler clip after this law. I'm looking forward to it. Carissarella says, this badger ticked me off. If I remember correctly, I had a hard time getting like the angle just right on it. It was kind of tricky. Vex said, soggy palo o'clock. Quigator said, so if you're into Logan saying things and it coming true, stay tuned. Crystal says, rip Carissarella. Carissarella says, Ace Attorney humbled me. Bill said, Logan's being a sadist. You know what I'm doing? You guys have ever heard about like people teach their kid to swim by taking their kid and tossing the kid in the swimming pool? That's what I'm doing to Apollo. It's just a little bit of tough love. Also, is anybody getting like a little bit seasick, bobbing up and down? Ah, why? Thank you, Weedle. I appreciate that. I missed seeing when I did the shout out. I don't know what you were playing tonight, but I hope you had a good stream, Carissarella. But did I ever tell you guys the most embarrassing time? The only time and an embarrassing time I ever got seasick. So one time when I was a little kid, I'm pretty sure I've told the story on stream. My family was having like a little family reunion on my mom's side. It was at my uncle's place. And we all went down there, and I was just like a little tiny kid, and I was really tuckered out. And I think my parents were like, hey, can we let Logan lay down and just kind of take a snooze somewhere? I mean, I was kind of old enough that I didn't really need naps, but I don't know, I was tired for some reason. And like, oh yeah, sure, here's one of the bedrooms here, you can lay down this bed. It was a water bed. I'd never slept on a water bed before, and I fell asleep on this water bed, and just the up and down like that, I got seasick and I threw up. I got seasick on a water bed. But anyway, we should probably rescue Apollo, I guess. Apollo, grab the log. But thank you so much for the raids. Both Carissarella and Jake is way better. Were you in Carissarella's stream as well? Were you like co-streaming with Carissarella and then maybe did the raid together, or is it just a coincidence? Okay, let's do this. I've got it! As long as I hold on to this, I should be able to stay afloat. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's not it? Do we grab the water bottle now? We already grabbed the water. Oh, do we have to go down and get that? The puzzle box is still at the base of the altar. It must have been designed to stay put even in a high tide. Wait, that's it. Dr. Buff must have gotten in here from some oceanside entrance at low tide. That's why his footprints will lead it out of the lake. So it really does connect to the ocean. Not that that helps. I drowned before I made it out. Okay, so we just had to see that. That was apparently important evidence. Oh, the water won't stop rising. Oh, get swept away. Oh, please. Oh, stop. You can reach the hole. Examine. Okay, those who got here we raid. Just so you know, this hole does have a name. because we fell out of it like we were birthed by it. And so if it's a hole you're birthed out of, birth starts with B, so that's our B hole. So if you hear someone say something about a B hole, climbing into B holes, coming out of B holes, we're talking about that thing. Can we click the water bottle again? Oh, if only that bottle were a little bigger. It'd store that much more air. No, it wouldn't make that much of a difference. I need to stop with these harebrained ideas and come up with a real way to escape. Everything seems to be glowing much more than it was glowing before. Oh, the water's almost to the top now. At this rate, I'll run out of breathing room. I'm a goner. You won't O'Connor if I don't find a way out quick. Okay, I guess apparently in times of great distress, you gotta click the B-hole. Oh, the water's just high enough for me to reach the hole. I'm saved. All I have to do is go back the way I came in. I just gotta go up the poop hole. The water might even lift me all the way back up over that wall of rock. Here goes. Oh, it's blocked. Huh? The hole. It's full of rubble. Why does the B-hole have something coming out of it? It's like a little turtle head sticking out of it. The tunnel collapsed and above must have filled it in after we fell through it. Oh, this can't be happening. And that's how Apollo died. What? Was it gunshots or were those punches? Oh, it's probably Dirk hitting the rock on the other side. No, I can't give up now. I refuse to die here. We're gonna have an animated cutscene soon. It'd be nice. There's the water. I can't. Sorry, I'm getting so caught up in the game. I will read some more in the chat, but this is very dramatic. I can't. Is this the end? Now this is the part where Hero reaches down and pulls us out of the lake. And then we talk to Hero about Basil and Mary and Kel. Dark. I wonder if he made it out. Oh, well. You know, we had too many protagonists anyway. Oh, so is this what it feels like? To drown? I would have eaten that sushi if I'd known it would be my last meal. I feel like I've been through this before. Oh, we're gonna like unlock memories of him almost drowning as a kid or something? Oh, now I remember. Oh, because there's a river. Oh, this is gonna be why he's like afraid of water or something. It was back when all three of us were living in that shack in the mountains. Nayura and I were playing by the riverside when we got swept up in the rapids. Ah! I'm little kid Apollo, huh? Yeah, I'm a little kid Nayura. I thought we were goners. I thought we were Hugh O'Connors. But then... Nayura! Apollo! Hold on, I'm coming. I'm gonna save Nayura first, and then if there's time, Apollo. Not my blood! Sniffle, sniffle, sniffle. Oh, this is cute, though. They're all happy that he saved it. Okay, let me read some more in the chat. Sorry, I got really caught up in the story here. Oh, crap, at the raid, I forgot to mention the raiders. I usually remember to mention raiders. I don't know if there's anybody who's still here with Carissarella's raid that we don't already know. Because I know, like, we know Carissarella, we know Vex and everything like that. If you are somehow still here with the raid, I should mention we stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, currently alternating between this and Persona 3 Reload, the episode Igus DLC, except Fridays this month are going to be spooky games. Tomorrow is set to be Corpse Party. Oh crap, I needed to update the schedule to say that. I think the schedule still says to be announced. And also I do read every comment in chat. I just sometimes get way behind. I'm like 20 minutes behind right now. So let me read some chat. Let's see. Quick 80 said, yup, Uncle Dats. Beowulf said, yeah, I'm going to be leaving for BLFC on the 12th, literally the day after Metaphor releases. So that's next week, right? Next weekend. Bale says doxing yourself. How is my middle name doxing myself? I don't even use it for like passwords or security questions or anything. Crystal said your middle name is Patrick. Maybe. Beowulf says, cancelled! Oak says, Logan Patrick Robo. Something like that. Nora said, Logan Patrick Robo. Quick Katie said, so you would say, I don't know, be Logan patting yourself. Crystal said, Logan Lonely Patrick Robo. Beowulf said, Logan Patrick Redacted. Stop doxing yourself. I'm sorry, Beowulf. Nora said, Logan Patrick Robo. Quick Katie says, the brother tried to convict Apollo's sister for a crime she didn't commit, which was committed by a member of her family's troop. Ruka says, precisely to Oak. Crystal says, the family tree is blowing my mind. Nora said, yo, you're a mod, right? Ruka says, sometimes. What up? Nora said, could you pretend see if the shout-outs from you or Queen Katie work yet? Oh, speaking of which, we can give the late shout-out for Queen Katie. Now that, because it worked just a little bit ago for Carissorella, so let's try again and see if Queen Katie's will work, or maybe just Queen Katie's shout-outs are specifically broken. And, Well. How about that? It's still not working for Queen Katie. That's weird. I wonder if some profiles are... Maybe I don't know. I got no idea. I don't know why that's not working. I'm sorry. Let's see. There was Rukop doing the shout out. Wait, when Rukop did the Queen Katie shout out, did it work then? I can't remember. Nora said, oh, yippee! Queen Katie said, it works again. Okay, maybe it did work again. No, because there's I don't even know. Oak says, yay! Let's see. Oh, except there was also one for me. Hang on, the Twitch Guru thing wasn't up this whole time, was it? Rukov says, okay, any more than that, and Logan might get mad. Queen Katie said, is my clip dead? Guru, help! Rukov says, blame Loro. Weedle says, nerd. Oak said, Queen Katie broke the Guru. And Crystal says, wait until Nora get to that part. The updated item. Oh, I know what part you're talking about. Nora says, well, Queen Katie said, what clip did Guru pick? Only to get stabbed by. And Crystal says, rip. Okay, let's get back to the game now that I read a little bit of chat. Sniffle, sniffle, sniffle. I'm a little Apollo. Oh, your tears are hilarious. That was a close one. I thought I'd lost you two. That would have been even funnier. Oh, sorry, Dark. All right, that's enough now. That's enough now. Didn't I teach you that boys don't cry? Boys stifle our emotions. Boys are emotionally stunted. Thank you, Father. Sniffle, hiccup, hiccup. You could have been killed. But you risked your life to save us. Why? What a silly question. What father wouldn't risk his life to save his own children? Dirk, sorry, Nayuta, Apollo, don't you ever hesitate to call when you need me. Understand? Hey. Oh, is this gonna be him calling when he needs... Hey, Dark. Oh, this is still the flashback? This isn't forever, right? You'll still bring me back from America someday, right? Oh, of course. Oh, yeah, I'll come pick you up as soon as things settle down here. I promise. Okay, you promised. Maybe Apollo will become the new king of Karain. Is this their way of writing Apollo out of the series? Dark. I waited and waited for the day you'd come and take me home. But you never came. That's why I tried to forget about you. And my life back in Karain. But I met a friend named Clay Taryn and then he died. Dark. Why? Why didn't you? So there's the parallel. He never came for Apollo back then. Will he come for Apollo when he's dying? Apollo, can you hear me? Sorry, I got here like 15 minutes ago, but it was kind of fun watching you flounder in the water. I kept thinking maybe you'll learn to swim. Nope, apparently that's not how it works. Huh? dark. Still can't swim, eh? You came back. But why? I said I'd come for you, didn't I? Yeah, but you can't hold me and swim. We're both gonna. Stop talking. You'll bite your tongue. What? Whoa, we're being pulled under. What's going on? Why is this happening? Huh?
Hey, loser. Thanks for agreeing to co-sign on a car loan for me.
What?
I really appreciate it, especially considering my past of writing bum checks. Anyway, I hate to do this, but I have another favor to ask. Can you buy me a bunch of Sudafed? I've got this great
This great opportunity, but I just need to help a guy get Sudafed. Ever since they started that law, I don't know if this is the same in every state or just a local thing here, where if you buy a decongestant that, like, because it can be used to manufacture meth, you have to, like, show your ID. I always feel like anytime, because I usually get a cold maybe once a year. And I get head colds really bad. Like, I need strong decongestants. And whenever I go to get, like, some Advil cold and sinus, I have to show my ID. And I always feel like they're probably judging me. They think that I'm making meth, just like one tiny packet per year. But how you doing, Clam? So we have a mod once again. Clam, all of our other mods were gone. You're now our mod. All of our hopes and dreams rest upon your shoulders, Clam. But thank you so much for the 10 bits. How you doing? So, Clam, Apollo, I think, just died. May 16th, question mark. Where? He's a ghost now. Yay! I gotta read some more in the chat though. Nora said, okay, it didn't play the end, but, well, you guys see if you go to the Discord, hee hee. Nora said, what now? Crystal said, I'm zipping my mouth, Nora. Nora said, I can't stream until Wednesday. I'm so sad. Creator said, speaking of Temple, progress is being made for the name pun video. With huh?
Yes, Logan, is there like, can I get enough cold medicine to make one meth, sir?
To make one meth, sir. Okay, that's an inside joke. I should point out we did an improv show once years ago where I can't even remember what the suggestion was, but for some reason we were doing a scene and I was like, I can't remember if I was a kid or a teenager, but I was like, my character was like a loser. And the idea is that he was going to like try and go buy drugs from some guy behind a 7-Eleven. What?
I just realized it's been an hour and I haven't given my obligatory 10 bits yet, so hi.
Oh, thank you so much.
Boo.
Oh, no, I thought the 3 was a boo for a second, and then I had to stop for a second, and then the real boo came. It's so scary, but thank you so much for the 10 bits, Oak. I appreciate that. Thank you for those 10 bits, Clam. But yeah, so like I was saying, there was this bit where like my character for some reason was going to like buy some drugs behind like from a guy behind 7-Eleven. And I can't remember the exact line, but it was like, I'll take one marijuana, sir, or something like that. Just trying to be a total nerd. But thank you so much for the 10 bits there, Clam and Oak. I appreciate that. Okay, where? You finally came to, son. Get your fill of seawater. Good thing your name's not Neptune, huh? If it was Neptune, that would mean I could breathe underwater, right? Oh yeah, Quiggity was saying, I was in the middle of that comment saying, speaking of Temple, progress is being made on the name pun video. Sadly though, this might have to be saved for a Just Chatting stream after Spirit of Justice. It's so long, lol, but it's fun. I've been thinking, and I've been planning some stuff for the next time we do a Just Chatting stream. But after Jorge was recommending getting an external hard drive to back up all of those VODs, which will probably take like 2 or 3 terabytes. Maybe we should have like a fundraiser stream or something like that to raise funds for that. Because I was looking online and you could probably get one for like $200. But yeah, oh yeah, and I should mention anyone who wasn't here at the beginning. YouTube had a big bug today where a whole bunch of channels got like removed erroneously, and mine was one of them, and then it came back up, but then like dozens of my videos are still listed as removed, and they said that they should be back within 48 hours. I don't know, but Jorge was saying like I should get them all backed up on a hard drive, but they're so big and I've got over 500 of them, and so it'd probably take like several terabytes just to back up everything. Let's see, we've got to read some more. Nora said, he asked me the date. Magpie says, I thought October 3rd was a birthday in the Full Metal Alchemist universe. I haven't watched it in a long time, back when you had to watch whichever episode was on that week. I guess this is I don't think there's that much here. I don't know if this is a spoiler. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wave my hands like this while I'm saying this. So if you're worried about like even minor spoilers, you can plug your ears while I'm waving my hands. And when I stop waving, you can put it back. So wave my hands. October 3rd was the date that they left home. They basically burned down their family home so that it's like, you know, this shows our resolve that we have nothing to come back to. And then they etched in the pocket watch. It was like, say like, remember October 3rd or something like that. So yeah. So there we go. There we go. Oak said, yeah, it's just a random fight. Nora said on October 3rd, he asked me what day it was. See, I've never seen Mean Girls. I have never seen that, but I've heard people talk about that. Oak said, I have the layout. It's just random blobs punching. Nora said, also, by the way. And then Magpie said, Nayuta was a dragon, homie. You lived in the same home for 10 years. WTF you think? Nora said, to remind everyone, tomorrow is October 4th. What was October 4th again? That was the thing. That was the day in Persona when... Oh, yeah, that's right. Now I remember. And Oak said 2 hours estimated, or is it estimated or Eastern until Nanako birthday. That and something else in Persona. Said someone with more points than me should do the Junes jingle later. Nora said 3 hours central until cries then collapses. Crystal is quote number 51. Crap, it was the Senpai. Persona 5 Royal, October 23rd, 2023. I can't believe it's been like almost a year. It was like early November when we finished Persona 5. Queen said, don't worry, I'll boop it as soon as it hits midnight my time. Rukov said, Nora likes trains. Nora said, I like trains. Queen said, Nora, aren't you like semi-broke? Those are your life savings. Nora said, I like trains. Oak said, pursue the truth. Persona 4 reference. Persona 4 pursuing my true self. Chris said, trains. Honkai Star Rail reference. Okay, let's play a little bit more here. The dark. Ha! Oh, what's it? Hey, you're telling me. Check it out. Snot's coming out of his nose. Oh, it would have been even funnier if he died. What a miraculous escape! Not even some of the escape artist greats could pull that off. Oh, what on earth happened? Did I die? Is this heck? Is that why Trucy's here? Sorry it took me so long, son. I made it to the ocean, but I figured you still couldn't swim. So I found a local fisherman and had him take us out near the undersea cavern. He tied a rope to me and I came and grabbed you, then he yanked me back. Oh, so that's what pulled us under with such force. Don't forget about me. I assisted in your escape act too, Polly. I've helped compatriots escape. Oh, are we not going to hear how Trucy helped? How did she help? If he like just came out, found a fisherman and went back, how did Trucy even get there? I've helped compatriots escape from all sorts of places. Mountain jails, island prisons. But an undersea cavern, oh, now that was a first. Dark. He risked his life for me. Dark. I'm only alive because of you. Oh, is the reason why he couldn't hold Apollo and swim, is that because his left arm is non-functional? So if he's holding him with the right, then he'd have no other... You could like swim maybe like a mermaid, just like paddling his legs or something. Nora said Bonnie and Betty. I'm waiting for Queen Katie. Rukov said Tomska reference. Nora said waiting for Betty with a heart. Magpie says one thing that annoys me deeply because of perspective, the evidence version of the Dragon Eye badge looks circular, but on the sprite it looks oval. Ooh. I'll have to look at it again. I'm assuming that's the badge here. Yeah, because that looks circular. I'll have to see it again when it's like in the evidence or something. Queen Katie says Betty with a heart. Nora says there it is. Nora said today should be Wednesday because on Wednesdays we wear pink. I assume October 3rd is sometimes Wednesday. Nora said yeah, Franbo can be gory. Queen Katie says squints Franbo. I hope I have that correctly. I said oh, Franbo. Crystal says laughing. Queen Katie says with a W. Crystal said it's a good game. We get drug/J. Queen Katie said must be a W game. A little longer, guys. Have we reached the point yet? Oh, also, hang on. I'm going to hydrate again. I'm going to finish the last of my chocolate milk, and then we'll be right back in the game here. Hang on. I feel like anytime I'm drinking stuff now, I mentally brace myself for the potential of an Edgeworth objection to make sure I don't spew it out everywhere. Dark, I'm only alive because of you. Certainly not Trucy and that fisherman, just you. Thank you. You're welcome, I guess. I just did what any father would do for his son. That's right. I imagined you were Nayuta, and that gave me the motivation to actually save you. I'm sorry, I don't know why. It just amuses me to think that he only loves Nayuta. He saved my life yet again. Oh, stomach growling. That sounded like a fart for a second for some reason to me. I guess seawater doesn't make for much of a meal.
It's because Polly didn't have any sushi.
Oh yeah, I haven't eaten anything since this morning. Oh, that's right. Hey, AJ, is he gonna give me some of his fried lizard on a stick? Dirk had me bite this for ya. Ooh, that looks good. Ah! I couldn't eat that on an empty stomach, though. I've tried eating a whole thing of sushi, a meal of just sushi on an empty stomach. Oh, my stomach didn't like that. Thought you might be hungry. Ready to have some this time around. Yeah. Thanks. Oh, and the music played. This is the end of the chapter music. Who cares that someone was murdered? The day is saved! Thanks to Apollo Justice and his sidekick, Dirk the Dad. Chomp, chomp. Nom, 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 nom. Oh, wow, this is delicious. Ha, 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 ha. Glad you approve. Seriously, do we ever hear this music other than when it's like the end of the chapter and everything's better? Maybe maybe there is no trial. Maybe we're just gonna leave all the loose ends loose. See, Nora says to Crystal, someone is drunk, high, or asleep. Insert Apollo, Athena, and Phoenix. I don't know why my mind went to that TikTok. Oh, the one with the 3 different colors? Crystal says, laughing. Nora said, ASDF movie is my life. Crystal said it was a perfect TikTok. Nora said, my Ace Attorney folder on TikTok is called Hold It, and it's mostly just Athena edits. I'm a banana. I'm a banana. I'm a banana. Crystal said, I read the Hold It with Logan's. Athena was, Hold It. Quickita said, I say good dad. Nora said, lol. Perfect. Oak says, Quarter 260. We came out of this beehole. Oak said, good night, Rukov. Nora said, what did I just hear? I'm clipping that. No! Quickita said, the amount of times I said I miss Vero in my own stream. Crap. There's a clip from Nora, and based on what she said and the timing of that, I'm guessing this is gonna be bad. I'm guessing this is gonna be very bad. This is gonna be the clip that finally gets my stream canceled. Let me load it up. Oh, so I'm a half hour behind. This clip is simply titled, what now? All right, I guess we'll watch it. And everybody knows B-holes are one-way holes. Well, I mean, you know, that doesn't stop Mr. Ryden. And everybody knows B-holes. Mr. Ryden Edgeworth. Thank you for the clip. I appreciate that. Crystal says, the amount of spoilers that I get from Katie, I love it. Queen Katie said I'm spoiling Crystal in the good way, like a doggo. It's fun. Crystal says, I'm spoiled of spoilers. Nora said, and they've died. Queen Katie said, I have a guide, Logan, just in case you have one chance. No way, Logan picked the first option, like the guide. By chance? Wait, what, huh? But what'd you talk about? Could I have died back there? I thought I clicked everything else first. Huh? What? What do you, because I specifically clicked like the water bottle and all the other things beforehand to make sure I got, could I have gotten it wrong? Huh. Crystal says, laughing. Magpie says, report from the front lines, incoming raid! Crystal says, raid? Quickita says, oh. Oak says, hi. Magpie said, wow, that wasn't even the one I meant, laughing. Quickita said, oh, hey, welcome, raiders. Good news, Apollo is drowning right now. Crystal said, oh, also, personally, I'm excited for observation duty. Well, we gotta wait and see what the other games are, Crystal. Gotta wait and see. Quickita says, lol, Magpie, what? Crystal said, welcome, Jake. And there's Vex before even the notification. Carissa's chaotic community is raiding through. And Crystal says, whoa. Quickita said, oh, there we go, double raid. Magpie said, that's the one. Crystal says, 2 raids. Nora says, Chrisarella says, double raid. Nora says, all right. Crystal said, welcome, raiders. And Nora said, we've had 2 double raids today, lol. And I think, is this where I was when I scroll down? Because Vex says, hi, time to drown the boy. Yep, I read that because of the Soggy Palo Soggy. Let's see. Chris Rell said we played Ghost Trick, and I finally made it out of the freaking stealth part I was on for so long. I I don't know if you're still here, Carisarella, but I empathize with that so much. And there was Weeda with a tomcat saying puppy kicker. Vex says time to put the Blorbo in the washing machine on high. Is that me? Because Blorbo is like some of the letters in low robo. What's a Blorbo? Quick Kitty said, I'm just bobbing the water. Weeda says, hee hee. Vex says, extra angst detergent. Okay, well, let's play a little bit now. Like I said, everything's fine. Chapter's basically over. Because you know what, in real life, if you ever stumble upon a murderer, just as a person, you're probably never gonna find out who the murderer was. That's just real life. So this is just making things more realistic. I'd better get some before you eat them all. Chomp choo choo choo. Yeah, just like old times, my dad's stealing my food, huh?
A Blurbo is a character you're attached to. Smile.
Oh, okay. Is that the one where they do what's the internet say? I won't say it because it's got a bad word in it, but crappy. Is it like crappy Blurbo, but you know with the SH? Isn't that what it is? Where you talk about like the random background people that somebody out there cares about. So I like that. A Blorbo. I've got like a lot of Transformers Blorbos, so I approve. Thank you, Magpie, for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Dark used to slice up the fish he caught, and we'd all eat fresh sashimi together. He used to talk about all the vitamins and minerals packed in the raw fish. Jump, munch, 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 munch. Hey, by the way, let me see that orb, AJ. Here you go. Whoa, so that's what it looks like. Chat, Dat's not gonna be a murderer, right? Dat's a rebel didn't kill Archie Buff, right? Because he's a very likable character. In last game, they made the likable character be the murderer in the last chapter. Dats is... Oh, you know, I'm not gonna be the question. Dats is not gonna be a murderer, right? I'm gonna use it as a statement. Dats is not going to be the murderer.
You found the legendary treasure? Nice work, Polly.
Well, thanks. I guess you could say mission accomplished. With the orb, our revolution can take a big step forward. Let's celebrate the eve of our revolution. We'll get all dressed up and feast till dawn. Yeah, now you're talking. Time to party. After all that, I just want to go to bed. Womp, 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 womp. Fade to black, Iris. There we go. Good game. Yeah, sure wish Nyuta was here, but he's not. Maybe one day we'll enjoy times like these together again. Let me guess, Apollo's gonna open his eyes and then Nyuta's gonna be like right there. He's like, I'm here to arrest someone. The revolution. If it can bring back those happy days. You can sign me up for dash dash terrorism. Just say it, Apollo. Oh, okay. Sorry to interrupt your little party here for my crystal. This is gonna be the politician guy, right? Because he thought it was the crystal of Ami Faye. Sorry to interrupt your little party, but I'm here for my crystal. I was right. Right, left, halt. Hey, look who's back. Oh, it's him again. I forgot. Yeah, he's here, so he could be a suspect. He can be the murderer. Oh, well done. Then again, I always knew you could do it. Oh, I feel like he wouldn't do murder hands-on himself. He'd like have his servants do a murder. After all, we politicians must be excellent judges of character. Still, I'm impressed you both made it out of there alive. Wait a second! You're the one who shoved us into that pit! Wait, for real? Was he in the cave in this thing? I don't know if he has legs, huh?
Logan, my tummy hurts. What do I do? Also, I love you, politician. Politician, what a wonderful name.
I know, so he could have any possible career. Thank you for the 10 bits. I am not a doctor. I cannot give medical advice. I feel like it also depends on what type of stomach hurting. If it's like hunger, I would say get some food. If it's like nausea, I would say maybe lay down. if it's like appendicitis, I would say get your appendix removed. But I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but I hope you get feeling better. Oh, thank you for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. Let me read a couple more comments in the chat, though. Nora said, by the way, Logan, my Mia voice was a lot like my Mitsuru voice, deeper and a bit airy. I really didn't want to let that woman down on that voice. Magpie said, that's actually kind of funny laughing. Nora said, you got seasick on a waterbed? I did. I was like little, though. I don't know how old I was. I was probably like 7 or something. Chris says, on a waterbed? I know, right? Oak says, when I was in middle school, I got seasick at a very unfortunate time. Do elaborate, Oak? Chris Sorrell said it was definitely a coincidence. I was like, oh, when someone else raided before my raid thing finished. Oh, okay, so whoever that was, I'm sorry that your raid got drowned out, Jake. Oak says there was a field trip going whale watching, and I got very seasick. My parents wouldn't let me stay home, and it ended up raining, and I was immensely cold and was on the verge of throwing up while having a panic attack in the middle of the ship. Did you throw up into the ocean? Did the whales eat it? Have I already told you about the story of the artistic director at the theater I perform at? Of when he really had to go to the bathroom when he was out in one of those cages where you observe sharks? If I haven't, I need to tell that story. But that's a long story, though. I'll save it for another time. Vex says, Mr. Obama, I'm drowning. Whenever I think of, like, Obama appearing and stuff, what was that? Wasn't it Azumanga Daioh? Or no, maybe that predated Obama. Because wasn't it the hello everyone? You know, that audio that was used for stuff? So I don't know if I saw the original or I just saw someone using like him. I don't know. Oak said it was not fun. Quick said Apollo's life about to flash before his eyes. It literally did. We saw flashbacks. You're the one who shoved us into that pit? Dude, if he announces it, that's attempted murder. We'll have him arrested. It sounds so bad when you say it like that. All I did was give you a little nudge in the right direction. So, it was you. You just ticked off a terrorist. Kapow, kapow, kapow. With the what?
Logan, tell the story, please. Also, I love Azumanga Daioh.
I have never actually seen Azumanga Daioh. I hear it's a really good slice of life comedy, but I haven't actually seen it. And no, it's a long story. That is a story that if I really want to do it justice, I need to save for a Just Chatting stream. So I will be good, and rather than ruin the story, I will save up for another time. But thank you very much for the 10 bits, Oak. I do appreciate it, and I appreciate you wanting to hear the story. Nora said, I remember seeing that TikTok lol. This is my first time seeing Logan do that since I've seen that TikTok. Oh, see me do what? Do what? Chris said, yeah, we dying /J. Oak said, add quote, sometimes in times of great distress, you gotta hit the b-hole. Quick Katie said it's a great running gag. Vex says, soggy boy. Oh, do you mean the Hugh O'Connor bit? Was that what the thing was? Quick Katie said, cue Apollo flashing before his life before his eyes. Nora said, this is how Spirit of Justice ends. He just dies. I know, it's a very surprising end. Okay, let's keep going. So, it was you. Thinking. Deciding how I want to murder this man. Oh! You no good son of a penguin! Ape! Don't look at me like that! The crystal of Almi Faye is mine! Now hand it over! Over my dead body! How I like how his eye is still... It's demonic. You can see the dragon in him. Eek! Detective, help! Oh, is Emma Sky gonna come in here? Is she gonna say that he has like a legal contract? But like we had a legal agreement too, right? Are we gonna have to decide whether it's the Crystal Ami Faye or the Founder's Orb? Yeah, I know. Emma, what's going on here? Why do I always have a feeling when you show up, it's because something bad's about to happen? You're like a walking buzzkill. He filed a police report. He claims you're trying to steal his family heirloom. That's him! The one with the long hair! Arrest him this instant! He's the thief that made off with the Attition family's most precious heirloom. I was gonna say, are we gonna be defending him against theft instead of murder? But there's also still a dead guy, don't forget that! Well, I suppose I should ask you to come in for questioning. Down at the police station, I think I'll pass. After all, I'm a terrorist, and Mr. Attition seems bent on having me arrested on theft charges. Oh, this is not good. If Dark gets arrested, he'll be sent back to Khura'in to face execution. Like I said, terrorist. And which, again, begs the question, how Dats got out of that as like a faulty arrest or whatever. Quickly said, and so that's where the spirit of justice came from, the spirit of Apollo justice. Chris said, laughing hero, I miss him. Also, Queen Katie, hang on, have we reached the point, have you posted the spoiler clip yet? Because I don't know how much was just yapping. We've been just yapping for an hour and 26 minutes. Nora said, obviously he's not dead, but you know. Magpie says, I thought he was talking about Hero from Big Hero 6 for a minute, laughing. Oh, it's been so long since I've seen that movie. Nora said, shut up, Apollo, you're not dead. Quickita said, roll credits, y'all. Vex says, siblings. Nora said, Hugh O'Connor. Wait said, I'm taking the tram home right now, so unlurk. Enjoy the tram, but here, Weedle. If you want to fit in with the Utah people, you don't call it the tram. You call it taking tracks. Taking tracks home. Quickita says, babies! Crystal says, we seeing the memories through the picture. Oh, Maury and possibly Life is Stranger's references! And Wheel says, Crystal, hoy! And there's a schedule. I forgot to update that the corpse party is the one that's announced. Crystal says, ahoy to Weedle. Okay, let's play a little bit more.
Sorry, but now that I know you have the crystal, or orb as you call it, I must insist. Will you please come with me, sir?
Hold it, huh? Emma, I'm afraid. Emma? I'm afraid I can't let you take Dirk in. This is Apollo Justice's terrorist arc. He received the orb from Dr. Buff in a perfectly legal transaction.
Is that so? Can you prove it?
Yeah, we got our agreement. Oh, crap. Is that what a politician tore up? He tore up something that we had, didn't he? Do we have the agreement still? I can't remember. Didn't he tear up something? Oh, there we go. Orb transfer agreement. And it was, I agree to hand over the Founder's Orb to the Defiant Dragons. Oh, crap. If I would come to no harm. That's right. It sounds like it was signed under duress. Oh, of course. This should sufficiently prove that the orb now belongs to Dirk. We're going to save because I want to click the wrong thing and get Dirk arrested. My badge proves it. Ha-ha! Look at this. It's proof that the orb is Dirk's.
All this proves is you're completely out of your mind.
Oops, I guess that wasn't it. But the doctor definitely transferred it over to us. Even though we didn't lose hit points, I don't want my game save to know that I did that. So that wasn't as funny as I hoped it'd be. But let's show the real thing, I guess. Quickita said, meanwhile, I'm trying out a brand new cereal. Cap'n Crunch is neat. Wait, have you never had Cap'n Crunch before? Cap'n Crunch is one of my favorites. I have like a box of it. It's like a third of a box. It's mostly gone. In my pantry. I love Cap'n Crunch. Here's the thing. I should point out, Queen Katie, a lot of people will say, oh, Captain Crunch cuts the roof of my mouth. I hear so many people say that, complain about Captain Crunch when you eat it cuts the roof of your mouth. I have never had that happen. And I know the secret. I know how to prevent Captain Crunch, or Cap'n, there's no T there, Cap'n Crunch from cutting the roof of your mouth. Here's the secret, Queen Katie. If you want to make sure Captain Crunch doesn't cut the roof of your mouth, when you're eating it, chew using your teeth. Like, use your teeth to chew, not the top of your mouth. Don't chew by just shoving Captain Crunch into the roof of your mouth with your tongue, because I can only assume that's what people do, because I have never had that problem. Just use your teeth. Okay, orb transfer agreement. Take that. That sounded like the Sam Riegel take that to me. Did it actually do the sound effect for Phoenix instead of Apollo? Nora said, and you know what else we do on Wednesdays? We wear pink. Today's Mean Girls Day, and I've been saying it should be Wednesday because both on October 3rd and on Wednesdays we wear pink. I've still never seen Mean Girls. I don't even know who actually says that. I also get Mean Girls mixed up with Clueless. One of them, no, I think Clueless is the one with Alicia Silverstone. Is that her name? Mean Girls is, I actually don't know who's in Mean Girls. Beowulf said, yep, next weekend. Nora said, you've never had Cap'n Crunch? Widow said, no guys, a Logan Puppy Kicker Robo. Puppy Kicker Patrick, they both start with a P. Quickita said, nope, first time numbing Cap'n Crunch today. Okay, well, if you like it, you'll be in a real treat if you ever get some Cap'n Crunch Crunch Berries. Queen Katie said, Guru, what is your guru with me? Oak said, Queen Katie killed Twitch. Queen Katie said, how bad was the clip? Oak says, with their sheer evil abilities. Nora said, how powerful is your clip? Said, no, the Logan guru was never there. Okay, so mine didn't work either. Let me have a sip of water, and then we'll actually play some more of the game. Take a look at this agreement.
What do we have here? Let's see. Quote, I agree to hand over the Founder's Orb to the Defiant Dragons if I will come to no harm. Appears to be a perfectly legal agreement. I will turn a blind eye to the obvious duress.
Not so fast. That's not the Founder's Orb. It's the Crystal of Army Fae, which means their agreement is null and void.
This is going nowhere fast.
Oh, you know what we need to do? What's that one TV show? Is it Pawn Stars, where they go to pawn shops and they say, what's the value on this? And he calls in experts. We need to take the orb to Pawn Stars. You can say that again. Is this Nayuta? Then it will just have to go to trial. We're gonna have a trial over what an orb is. There is a dead man in a building just over there who was murdered, by the way, and our trial is gonna be what the orb is? Oh, it's gonna be Phoenix, right, Apollo? Hey, Phoenix! I almost forgot he's in the LT gray shirt. So, did Maya come with him? Mr. Right!
Daddy!
What's with you two? You look like you just saw a ghost. Yeah. Emma mentioned that she'd seen him around. What are you doing in Corrine Village, Mr. Right? No, didn't somebody say that he was like up here with Edgeworth investigating something? Mr. Attition has retained me as his lawyer. We're gonna do a case against Phoenix, right? Okay, you know, that makes up for it not being a murder case. This is kind of cool. This is like in, what was the Pokemon game? Was it the second one? Where the protagonist of the first one was like a boss at the end? Okay, here's the thing though. Neither Phoenix nor Apollo are really good at being lawyers. I feel like Apollo, to be absolutely honest, as much of a hard time as I have in this game, giving Apollo grief for being bad at it. I feel like Apollo's a little bit better of a lawyer than Phoenix, except Phoenix seems like a better lawyer whenever we're not controlling him. Mr. Attition has retained me as his lawyer. Oh, wait, you're his lawyer? Also, has Phoenix ever taken a case that's not a murder case before? We need to save. This is not what I expected to happen. Sorry, when I laughed there, it felt like did I have any snot come out of my nose? It almost felt like a little bit splurted out. Okay, so, wow. Crystal saying, Twitch : you made too many clips, you're hereby banned from shoutouts, Queen Katie. Queen Katie said, I can't help it if I'm funny and evil. Nora said, the British rich kid cry. Queen Katie said, babies, darling, honeybees. Crystal said, they're babies. Nora said, quote, didn't I teach you that boys don't cry? Okay, Dirk. Vex said, family bonding, pro misogyny con. Crystal said, spoiler clip incoming soon. Crystal said he didn't say girls can't cry. Cries! Oh, here it is. So this is a YouTube clip then from Queen Katie. So this might be like even more edited than usual. So let me load this up in the clip viewer so we can watch this YouTube spoiler clip. So this is titled, Are You Happy Now, Logan? Signed Apollo. Okay, what is this gonna be? Anything agency doesn't have that kind of money. I guess you're gonna have to go fishing for some. I can see it now, craziest catch, legends of the seasick lawyers. What was this foreshadowing? Fishing on the high seas? No thanks, I can't even swim. Okay, we gotta remember that. If Apollo is ever shown to swim from here on out, that is a contradiction. Holy crap, I forgot I said that. Objection. I forgot I said that. Wow, what is that face? Have we seen that? Oh, that's what in the magic trick. Wow. I had completely forgotten I'd said that. To be fair, that was probably like 2 months ago or something. Are you happy now? 1 star out of 5 would not drown again. Oh my gosh. Okay, thank you very much for that clip. So that was the spoiler clip then. Vex says, Soggy boy and Soggy dad. Queen Katie said, here's this spoiler clip. Well done on that. That was very well edited together, Queen Katie. And I had completely forgotten about that. Queen Katie said, salute Apollo and swimming. Nora said, promise, in quote, promises. Like what Phoenix promised, like the promise of talking about Larry, like the promise Phoenix made to Mia to tell her the story, like the same promise he couldn't keep. I'm violently sobbing. He can still tell her the story, she just won't hear it. Magpie says, Apollo looks so good with his hair damp like that, though. You know what? I do feel like sometimes when people have really crazy hairstyles, they look better when just stop trying. I say that as someone who like puts product in my hair in the morning, so I should probably stop trying. I think my hair's not that weird looking, right? Crystal said, hear me out on wet-haired Apollo. Vex says, and so they both drowned. Joking. Nora said to Crystal, I will not. Crystal said, but he looks so good. Wow, Chad is simping for a soggy Polly. Okay, let's first of all, we got to present our attorney's badge to Phoenix. I think you would have more pressing things to ask me about. Yeah, I'd better ask what I can while I can. No, we're gonna show him the Founder's Orb. Check it out. No. So I'm guessing he'll probably have this on everything. Oh, you don't want to see a picture of my dead dad? Okay, here's some research notes. No? Want to see a dead body? There's a murder case. Don't you like murder cases, Phoenix? No, okay. Study diagram. Orb transfer agreement. Sarge's drone. Okay, let's look at the email. Raincoat. Glowing moss. Reading glasses. Okay, so he has nothing to say. So here's what we gotta do instead. I wanna see, we've already searched here, but it never hurts to take another look around. I wanna take the posters back down again right while Politician is here. When did Politician have a chance to put up all these election posters? That fool keeps sticking them on our houses. He's a disgrace to this distinguished heritage. He's doing this without permission? Oh, that's it? I hope we could tear him down right in front of him. Okay, I guess we can leave. Okay, we'll talk to Phoenix. Legal advisor? Mr. Wright, why are you serving as Mr. Retition's lawyer? Because he hired me. He needed my help in getting a family heirloom back from Dr. Buff. That's not what lawyers do, really. And it seems he correctly foresaw that something like this might happen. It's because those shifty insurgents were harassing poor Dr. Buff. So I knew I might need a lawyer if things went south. I figured with a celebrated lawyer. For some reason I almost said celibate lawyer, which would also be true. Celebrated lawyer like Phoenix Wright, I couldn't go wrong. Is this what you came back to Karain for, Mr. Wright? Oh. See, Oka saying, I'm here on my phone. Magpie said, fun Magpie fact. I have ties to that specific Sudafed law. Wait, are you the reason why that law exists? Magpie, did you make a meth? Did you do a Breaking Bad? Crystal said, hear me out on wet hair Apollo. Quicketta said, same, he looked like his dad. Magpie says, they do not think you're making meth, I promise you. Nora said, I will not hear anyone about anyone Fortnite emotes in Arrow Ace. Oak said, Logan Walter White arc, apparently. I could be the one who knocks. Quicketta said, oh, hey, the posters are back. I tried to get rid of them. I tried. And then Clam doing the bird command. So Clam, as you notice, the birds in this one aren't as annoying as previous games. Nora says, Burb said, why do so many crime stories with you happen with 7-Elevens? That was just a scene I did. The only real crime story, though, is the murder that happened outside of 7-Eleven. Nora said, first the dead guy, and now this. Okay, oh, hang on, there's a one first-time chatter in chat. I feel so bad. I need to, is there a way to set it up so that if someone comes in and does a first-time chat, it'll do like a sound alert, like first time chat, so that I can look down and see the person and say hi to the person. Because I'm sure this person is already long since gone, seeing it's taken me a half hour to get to this. But I'll read the comments, and I hope you're still here, although I'm not gonna hold my breath. I'm gonna assume you're not. I'm sorry. Cincy Magpie says, I think things like one marijuana, one alcohol is so funny. Just the idea of using the wrong way, specifying units of things is entertaining to me. I love that. I also love doing things where you use a famous example of something as an improper noun for it. For example, a vampire. You don't say it's a vampire, you say it's a Dracula. Because, like, Dracula, of course, is just a famous example of a vampire. And you say, oh, look over there, it's a Dracula. I don't know why that amuses me. Quickita said, oh, I'd love to put my name pun video as bit in there for the cause for everyone to see once I finish it, that is. Nora said, to raise funds for what? The Chidori cosplay. That probably is not what he was talking about. Can we fund Logan's Chidori costume yet? No. No, it'd be to back up all of my VODs onto an external hard drive. Let's see, and Weedle says, hello, and there we go. It was Deadshot with a little emote. I don't know if you're still here, but I gotta know, are you named after the DC Comics character? I'm a nerd. I like things. You're probably gone, but I'm sorry. Okay. Is this what you came back to Korean for, Mr. Wright? It was just good timing. My work over there just happened to wrap up, so here I am. Plus, Mr. Attition is a very important client. Phoenix knows something he's not telling us, obviously. Does Phoenix think that Politician is the murderer of Archie Buff? They know each other? But I've never heard of Mr. Wright mention his name before. Okay, well, I mean, I guess Phoenix Wright does, in theory, visit Korean Village a lot. The Crystal of Amife. Mr. Wright, are you sure this is Mr. Attition's family heirloom? Well, that's my client's assertion. He says it's the Crystal of Amife. And you know, I always believe in my clients except for Matt on guard. Apparently, it's the crystal she once used when channeling spirits. Who's Amife? She brought Kareini's channeling to Japan, and her descendants brought it here. Her true origins are still rather murky, but what's clear is she is the founder of the Karain channeling technique. I'm gonna say she's obviously either the Holy Mother or Lady Kira. I think both. I think they're all the same person. Oh, so she's like the one they call the founder in Karain, the Holy Mother. Apollo, I don't plan to betray my client's confidence. I may not know all the facts yet, but I do know we won't be handing the crystal over to you. Oh, before we go to trial, are we gonna have a flashback where we're gonna see Phoenix investigating this and we're gonna see like a completely different story where he's trying to track down the crystal of Ami Faye? What? What are you saying? Get betrayed, fool. I'm really sorry it's come to this, but... Mr. Wright, I don't understand. Let me spell it out then. You're fired. I never want to see you again. We're not friends. If you continue to claim that the crystal belongs to your client, then I'll be seeing you in court. What? What's going on? What's gotten into you, Daddy? And we're also still ignoring the murdered guy. Okay, all right. Let me guess, the first day of the trial will be like over this orb, and then we'll resolve that at the end. We'll suddenly uncover something that makes us realize, oh, Archie Buff was killed. Nothing, this is strictly business. Two lawyers from the same firm facing off. What are the odds? There's gotta be some like conflict of interest with that, right? Maybe? I mean, I guess maybe not. I don't know, I'm not lawyer stuff. Lucky for me, I believe I have the right man for the job. Whatever are you going to do, remember he is your boss. No! How did it come to this? Mr. Wright, please don't do this! Apollo, there's no point in arguing about it here. When it's now clear, we are headed to court. That's where we'll find out who the crystal really belongs to. I don't believe it. Am I really gonna face Mr. Wright in court? Daddy! Apollo! No! No!
We can't have our agency's talent competing against each other. No. I'm pretty sure it's like a monopoly or something if we're the only ones competing against each other. No.
It's too late, Trucy. The die has been cast. That's a thing that Dr. Octopus frequently says in Marvel's Spider-Man comics. We each have to fight for our clients' best interests. So, what's it going to be, Apollo? Are we going to have to take this to trial? Am I gonna get a choice? I have to battle Mr. Wright in court? The legendary Phoenix Wright? Ha! No matter how many trials of his I've watched. I'm gonna do slam a gavel. No matter how dire the situation, he's always pulled out a win in the end. Objection. Can I do it? Can I really take on the man whose footsteps I've been following in? I owe it to Dirk to at least try. What should I do? We get to choose. Hang on. Save. I'm gonna throw in the towel. I can't do this. I mean, how can I go up against a man like him? I couldn't possibly win. But do I really want to give up without a fight? If I do, I'll be forever walking in his shadow. Plus, I'd be letting Dirk down, and I can't let that happen. The illusion of choice, no! There's no turning back now, no! I want to see if the dialogue's the same then. Let's see, okay, battle Mr. Wright. Oh, and it just cuts straight to, there's no turning back now. Boo! Oak says to Nora, begging for this. Oak says, we need him in Chidori cosplay. I really don't think you do. I could be wrong, but I don't think you do. Just saying. Nora says, real. Clam says, did y'all see that Among Us is doing some AA stuff? They are. They've got like a free Edgeworth costume. Have you downloaded it, Clam? Quita said, Nanako's B-Day 10709. I am 40 minutes behind. I've gotten farther behind. Oak said, someone please do Juness jingle. I'm begging. Let's see. Can I do the Juness jingle? Am I able to? Wait, why is it saying power-ups and rewards? Yeah, I know that's the thing. Where's the Juness jingle? Juness. There it is. Yeah, I think I can do it. Let me try it. And redeem. Can I do it?
Every day's
Great at your Juness. There you are. Was that good enough? Yeah, Oak says, someone please do the Juness jingle. I'm begging. Magpie says, next Monday is October 7th, my birthday, and Metis Sykes' death day. That's the day that, well, I was about to say that Ponko became an orphan, but I forgot Ponko still had Aura, Black Will. Quickita said, oh, yo, can I open chat in full screen? Can you? Oak says, I only have 6,000 bits right now. Quickita said, freaky. Weedle says, puppy kicker. Oak says, I spent too many last time on a funny objection. Nora said, I'll cosplay Kotone if Logan cosplays Chidori. Actually, I'll probably cosplay Kotone. And is Kotone is that femc, female MC in Persona 3 Portable? Nora says, Trucy, my baby. Quinkita said, Trucy, y'all look so wet and tired. Did you trip in the rain? Oak says to Nora, Logan's Chidori cosplay price is shockingly high. It's because I really don't want to do it. Vex says, yes, Dad, Dats, and definitely not your sister. That's another good sitcom name. Dad, Dats, and definitely not your sister. You'll move away, but you'll always miss her. Oak says, can I negotiate? Nora said, money-wise or to get him to agree-wise? Oak said, if I get him a hard drive and a Chidori outfit, will he wear briefly on stream? No, because, like, a hard drive is a fraction. Thank you, Toilet Duck, is a fraction of the cost of that. We will save. Thank you, Toilet Duck. I'm a good trained Pavlovian dog. Oak says, Nora, both. I'm like 16. I don't have $1,000, which is why I feel very good about keeping that the price. Nora said, I'm like, can't get the job quite yet. Oak said, oh yeah, Clam, how much for Logan feet pics? Clam said, oh no. Clam, okay, Oak found out in the VODs that he was watching the other day that you mentioned the feet pics and he's wanting to purchase them. No, there's no turning back now. If it's a trial you want, Mr. Wright, I'm more than happy to oblige. I'm ready to fight for my client here. But here's the thing, like in Japanifornia, prosecutors and defense attorneys seem to be two different professions, right? Because like in the United States, in real life, I assume that if you're a lawyer, you're a lawyer. You can be a prosecutor, you can be a defense attorney. There are probably some people who specialize in each, but you're still a lawyer. You can do either. Are they allowed to do that in Japanifornia? If so, who's the prosecutor? Even if it means facing off against you! That's a lot of ellipses there, Mr. Wright. All right. I won't be pulling any punches either, Apollo. I hope we get to play as both of them and just get to do both sides of the trial. That'd be awesome. The kid gloves are officially off. May the best attorney win. You got it!
Whoa! First Daddy, now you? Polly! Polly, you're awful at this. Polly, why do you think I always try to get you to be my magician's assistant? You're not seriously.
Sorry, Trucy, but I have to do this. Apollo, I just realized I probably should have adopted you at some point since I adopted Trucy. Oh, BT dubs your siblings. All right, then. I better go prepare for tomorrow. See you in court.
Daddy, no, wait!
A fine mess I've gotten you into, son. I mean, of all the lawyers we could have faced, it had to be him. He's practically a celebrity in Korean now. They're calling him the Fighting Phoenix. Yeah, but we've seen what goes on inside his head. He's awful at this, Dirk. He's been surviving on pure luck. I'll be fine. After all, I've come a long way too. Who knows? Yeah, I could even end up winning. Maybe there's always a chance, right? You know, this may be a blessing in disguise. Oh, because it means we get to spend time together in court. Oak says, name your price. We get it that the spoiler clip was posted again. Oh, posted Logan. No. Yes. And I thought it was very good. Clam says, I don't know. Logan's trying to convince me he gets a cut. Honestly, Clam, it should be a situation where you get a cut. If, like, I'm the talent, you're the agent, and you get a cut of that, not the other way around. It should be like an 80-20 split. And that's being generous, Clam. Quick said, it's the only one I have at the moment because I don't know how far we're going today. I think we're gonna make it to the trial. It seems like we're only just shy of 2 hours into the stream, and it feels like we're about to hit the trial. Oak says to Nora, I can technically get a job, but I can't maintain one because of health. Quick said, same. I thought that was a fart. Oak said, if Logan gets a 60% cut, how much would you charge? Oak said, I think he said 60 in the past stream. Okay, let's say 60 hypothetically. I still think 80 is better, but let's say 60. What would that be? Nora said, Logan, I will do a cosplay of Miles Edgeworth if you cosplay as Chidori. No, because like, here's the thing. You guys want me to cosplay as Chidori more than I want you guys to do anything. So it's like, no. Oak said, I will go bald, and I'm not joking. Clam says, out of principle, I won't give Logan a 60% cut. I won't feel like I'm getting a good deal unless I somehow cheat him. That is cheating me. Oak said, what if Logan got a 20% cut? No! If Logan gets no cut, how much would you charge? Clam says, let's say we tell Logan we sold it for 20, but it was actually 40. Wait, are you saying 20 bucks, 40 bucks? Clam, he said she said, name your price. Clam, what's wrong with you? Quick said, quote number 119, this is the most attention I get from a girl. Use me, use away. Your relationship with her is becoming way more intimate. No, wait, no. Persona 3 Reload, June 12th, 2024. Nora said, hee. Chris said, laughing. Nora said, yeah. Oak said, so if we add that to the story fund, that's manageable. Magpie says, the way it cuts off, though, lol. Crystal says, quote number 199, I'm not going to apologize. Stick it out his tongue, pushing up his nose. Oak says, quote number 14, I see a hole, I want to go into it. Okay, let's just play some game here, y'all. I need to have a sip of water. But yeah, Clam, you should say like $1,000 or something like that. Say something really high, prohibitively high. You know, this may be a blessing in disguise. If the trial proves what we found is indeed the Founder's Orb, then whoever asked Dr. Buff to study it may be revealed too. This is our chance to finally pull them out of the shadows. The first step of your revolution, huh? Yes, the revolution to restore Karain to its former glory and save Nayuta's soul. Dark! I'll fight as hard as I can in court to make that a reality. We're gonna win this one, you'll see! I know you can do it, son. Are they hugging it out? It doesn't matter that I'll be going up against Mr. Right. I have to win this for Dark, huh?
I have to go to bed, but I hope you have a wonderful stream.
Well, thank you so much for the 10.
Also breathe, Logan, and boo.
Ah! I do need to remember to breathe. It's been almost 2 hours, I think, since the last time I breathed. But you get a good night's sleep. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, I'm sorry, but you're not gonna get the feet pics. Sorry. My feet are saving themselves for marriage. For foot marriage. Or at least foot massages. Because that also starts with M. But thank you so much for the 10 bits. Get some rest. Thank you for being here and for hanging out, even though this game, isn't a game series that you played. I have to win this for Dark. And for Nayuta. His salvation, along with all of Karain, depends on it. To be continued. Yeah, we're just ignoring the dead guy. We're ignoring the murdered man. Save your current poggers. Yes, save my poggers right here. There we go. Let's see. Okusenga didn't even expect that to be so relevant. I wasn't there, but that's a very relevant quote. Oh, the FC Hole want to go into it. Yeah, that was... Oh, that was Little Nightmares 2. For some reason, I thought that was in Poppy Playtime. But either way, Quick said, I wasn't sure if Apollo had one chance to save himself in that section. I don't know. Or actually, might have been that we had a similar quote with that in Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. Oak says, quote, Quick said the guide was being weird about the order. Clam says, okay, gotta go. Baby is squawking. Oh, so we're modless again. Oak says, goodbye. Chris said, take care of the baby. Chris says, bye, Clam. Clam says, bye, Clam. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Continue to the next chapter. Yes. May 17th, 10:08 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. I do think, wasn't there one case? Wasn't it the first mask to mask case or something like that? That we did one that started out as a theft, but then later turned into a murder? Am I remembering correctly? I feel like someone like maybe either Queen Katie or Magpie or Beowulf might know better one of those things.
Just so you know, I'm not gonna take sides.
Your message received loud and clear.
Good, because I don't like this one bit. You and Daddy should be on the same team.
Sorry, Trucy. Wow, she's really mad. I'm sorry too, little lady. This is all my fault.
Uh-oh. I'm just worried things will never be the same between Daddy and Apollo.
I gotta read some more in the chat. Now that we got pensive, worried Trucy. Nora said, anyone want to guess what AA character I have on my cause plan list, which I originally wrote as a joke, but I'll probably do anyway. I'm gonna guess Athena. Oak says, Clown Girl, I don't know. Nora said, no, she's on my list for real. Oak said, that's the only character I can think of. Nora said, it's a main character, I'll say that. Vex says, Blorbo is Tumblr lingo for someone along the lines of favorite fictional character. Oak says, Edgeworth? Is he a main character? He in some games, he is. I think he counts. Cricket said, as a Tumblr gal, I have many Blorbos. Nora said, not Edgeworth, but closer. Closer to Edgeworth would be like Franziska von Karma or Manfred von Karma. Maybe Gumshoe. Oak says, isn't Blorbo the name of a Mario Odyssey enemy? Maybe? I can't remember. It's been a long time since I played Mario Odyssey. Oak says, woo, Tumblr. I'm a certified Tumblr user. Nora said, if anyone guesses who I put on my cosplay list as a joke, I'll do it for real. I was going to guess Athena. That's still my guess. Oak says, Phoenix, Athena, Apollo. Nora says, Phoenix. Oh, there we go. Oak said, those are all the pro tags I know. Cricket said, that's not the murderer. Oh, that should be his name. That's not the murderer. Oak smiling. Nora said, Phoenix Wright is indeed on my cause plan list. Quigator said, Mia. Nora said, and Athena is on my cause plan list for real. She's number 2. Magpie says, I'm glad Logan loves Dats almost as much as I do. I still loved Bobby Fulbright more. But that's why I'm worried. I feel like after that betrayal, I can't open my heart to someone again.
if they go through with this.
Is that all? Well, I wouldn't worry about that. That's the way it is with us men. We may fight, but we don't burn bridges. Except for arsonists, but they're the worst kind of men.
Really?
Sure. Yeah. 1 minute we're trading blows, and the next, we're having drinks together. We're simple creatures at heart. Ha 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 ha.
I sure hope you're right. Sorry, I'm late, Apollo. I haven't been in this chapter. I'm sorry. Why am I still in a maid costume?
Oh, Dana, there you are. What happened with you and Mr. Wright yesterday?
Oh, about that. I ended up going to the wrong airport.
That sounds about right.
I was waiting there thinking his flight was really late, and before I knew it, I dozed off. By the time I woke up, it was already dark.
I figured something like that had happened. Being late and dozing off are the two things you do best.
Guilty as charged.
That means she's better at those than being a lawyer. So then, I take it you have no idea what today's case is about?
Not a clue, sorry. What is today's case about, if I might ask? Another locked room mystery? A suspect with a flimsy alibi? Ooh, or a dying message?
Sorry, strike 3, you're out. It's a civil case.
A civil case? So dramatic for the final case of final chapter of the game.
You act like I'm speaking Swahili here.
It's just the Right Anything Agency specializes in criminal law, or so I thought.
No, we just stumble on a lot of dead bodies. We have no specialization. We would prefer to just be like a notary public, but no, we keep finding dead bodies everywhere. I'm gonna read some more in the chat though. Nora said Mia is also on the list for real. It was Phoenix. Quigata says roll credits. Nora said this is my cosplaying list. Tusi Wright, Athena Sykes, Kotone, Yukari Mitsuru, Chidori, Blake Belladonna, Penny Polendina, I don't know who those are, Nora Valkyrie, Phoenix Wright, Mia Faye, Maya Faye, Gayru, said eat some Dominoes, not the pizza. Actual Dominoes, what? Oak said Logan is a professional surgeon and he knows exactly how to fix my tummy ache. No, I'm not. Said we sadly don't have any Dominoes. Nora said bread. Oak says we have no bread. Nora said do tell. Logan. Oak says ad quote, did you throw up into the ocean? Did the whales eat it? Nora said tell the story. I can't tell the story right now. Quickly said Apollo. I almost drowned, sir. Oak says no. Nora said you skipped the Hugh O'Connor. Yeah, that's a lot of dots. Oh, I thought I was doing good with the Hugh O'Connors. And Vex says the aura. Yes, the aura. Black quill. No, that was actually like really good when his hair was like all floating up and his eye got big like that. Oak says, hey, my mom isn't a penguin. Oh yeah, because Oak, you probably weren't here for that because that was the end of Dual Destinies. We had a joke where every son of a bee was going to be replaced with son of a penguin. Nora says, shut up, no one likes you, Paul. Oak says, real. Vex says, you're approaching me. I can't do Dio. No, I can't even do it like in the Japanese, but yes. Nora said Emma. Oak says, I love Paul. He's literally Psycho from Psyche K. Nora said, I hate Paul. Oak said, and his name is stupid. I love it. Nora said, shut up, Paul. You pushed us into a pit. Oak says, I hate the rich, but politician has a funny name. So Quigata said, I did in fact post the spoiler clip, Logan. And thank you again for that. Nora said, if someone tells me to take the tracks, I'm going to pull them off the ground and take them home. No, you don't say take the tracks. You say you take tracks with an X. Trax. You take tracks. Quigata said 1:23:70. I'm slowly getting caught up now. I'm only 35 minutes behind instead of 40. So that's an improvement.
In civil cases, there are no prosecutors, right? Instead, both parties retain an attorney.
Okay, so that answers the question before. Right, and the other attorney is someone you know very well.
Is it me? Is it Simon Blackwell? Really? Who?
The trial will begin shortly. Please proceed to the courtroom at once. Okay, let's do this.
Apollo, wait, who's the other attorney? Seriously, it'll take you like half of a second to say a name. Why aren't you saying the name? And where is Mr. Wright? Why isn't he here? If only you could answer both questions with one single answer.
No time to explain, let's go.
Okay, right behind you.
Okay, well. May 17th, 10:30 a.m., District Court Courtroom, number 6. Yay, Judgy, how I've missed you. I didn't think we'd get to see you again this chapter. Court is now in session. All rise! Gavel slam! Court is now in session. Oh, am I the only one that doesn't get a funny costume? I feel left out. Is this some sort of practice session? A mock trial, perhaps? No, it's not, Your Honor. It's the real deal, Your Honor. So then you two have had a falling out. It's professional, it's just business. It's nothing personal, kid. Teleport's behind you. I won't have you using my courtroom for that, you know. I've adjudicated enough divorce hearings. It's nothing like that, Your Honor. Exactly. It just so happens that we have different clients in this case. I see. Well, here's to hoping it has no adverse effect on your working relationship. It will have an adverse effect on their working relationship. You can say that again. I had no idea we'd be going up against the boss today. It's like a video game boss fight. You sure this is a good idea, Apollo? What? Do you want to switch sides? I mean, she can. Why not? Quiggy said, I bet he'll get to the spoiler clip in maybe 13, 15 minutes. Oak said, look, gonna go ask my mom for something real quick. Crip said, how you doing? Said, what a thing to join for. Hang on. I don't know. Are you still here, Crip said? Can we do I'm gonna try the shout out again. I wanna see if it is just Queen Katie. Let's see if we are able to do a Crip said shout out. Oh, it worked! There!
A bald eagle holding 2-gallon jugs of milk. That is what I think of first when I see jugs, is milk. That sounds wrong.
Or were you talking about an eagle with jugs?
I'm just gonna leave myself in the hole I already dug.
That's okay, it can be fun being in holes that you dug. I know from first-hand experience. How you doing, Cripsed? Oak says, Unlurk! Yeah, Cripsed was saying, what a thing to join for. What did you get here at? Oak says, wait, what happened? Oak says, I've never had Cap'n Crunch. You all have not lived! Quiggy said, yep, never had Cap'n Crunch in my life. Saw a nice container in the store, yoinked it, and it's nice. Oh, it's so good. It is so good. It's just so good. Quiggy said, it's not hurting my roof. Then you know how to eat. Cripsed said the Apollo Justice terrorist arc has begun. It has! Quiggy said, it's just corn? Soft corn? Yeah, teeth. Who's not eating with teeth? Apparently some people use the roof of the mouth. Magpie says, have y'all never eaten Cap'n Crunch though? Because that cereal is somehow sharp. Yeah, but you just use your teeth. Like I said, I just don't shove it into the roof of my mouth. I have never had a problem with Cap'n Crunch. I just chew it with my teeth. I like that. Oak says, Cap'n Crunch target audience is grandparents with their dentures out. Boo. Said that's why it hurts the roof of their mouth so much. No teeth. That reminds me of, okay, Clam isn't still here anymore. Can I tell you guys a really quick Clam story from improv? And you guys got to make fun of Clam for this. So one time we were doing a scene in an improv show. We're doing this game called Revolver where there's just like rapid fire scenes. And our scene was supposed to be 2 young guys picking up ladies at the old folks' home, okay? And so the scene starts and I had the first line. I go up to Clam and I'm just like in the moment going like, hey, you know what the best part about picking up ladies at the old folks' home is? And I had like something in my mind I was gonna say after that, but Clam like jumped in like, so I go, hey, you know the best part about picking up ladies the old folks home is? And he goes, yeah, no teeth. And it was just like, oh my gosh. Like such a surprisingly dirty without actually saying the dirty thing. So yeah, just remember that from Clam, no teeth. Quickity said, Logan, that is the exact cereal I got, the berries one. It's so good. Oh, it's real good. It's so good. So you did good then, but there's also just regular Cap'n Crunch which doesn't have the berries, which is also very good. Magpie says, quote, it appears to be perfectly legal. Suspicious as heck, but technically legal. Well, you know what? Technically legal is the best kind of legal. Oak says, Pawn Stars? Isn't that the name of the show? Oak says, real good thing you aren't British. Oh, because it'd be Pawn Stars. Quickie said, y'all are in for something. Cripshead said, the Pawn Stars dude was just in court. What for what? Crystal says, Yudi. Quickie said, nope. Magpie says, quote, mysterious antique orb that determines the right to rule in a small country. Yeah, best I can do is 350. And Queen Katie says, you'll see. Okay, let's keep playing the game now. What, do you want to switch sides? Honestly, I'd rather be anywhere but here right now. Well, at least she is here. I'm really gonna need her help. Mr. Justice. Yes? Don't expect me to pull any of my any punches just because you're the opposing lawyer. As I said, the kid gloves are off. And come what may, they'll stay off. Same here, Mr. Right. If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get. Somebody say something! Why are you just being silent? We're gonna do a thing? Yeesh, you guys are really chomping at the bit, aren't you? Gavel slam! I don't mind a good fight between co-workers. Just keep this civil case civil. He doesn't mind a fight between co-workers? Now then, if the plaintiff would take the stand, we may begin. Please be in your cart. Please be in the cart. Don't be standing there. Oh, thank you. Thank you, game. Oh, game. You're so good to me, game. I'm sorry I ever complained about you, game. Oh, I love you so much, game. Oh, you're the best, game. Noble judge, members of the gallery, good day to you. I am politician. This is but the start of my epic campaign, and you all have the honor of witnessing it. I believe the youth of this country are our very future. Too long have they been looked down on and given the cold shoulder. So to them I say, ask not what you can do for your country, ask what you can do for me. I just realized I think I picked the wrong voice for him. I should have done JFK. Ask not what you can do for your country, but ask what your country can do for you. Crap, that's turning a little bit Brooklyn instead of Boston. It's been so long since I've done JFK. I don't think we've done that since Danganronpa V3 for Kibo. Ask not what you can do for your country. Ask what you can do for me. So, okay, I'm going to do a quick little poll. Oh, why? Why the Tomcat? Who is that? Oh, that was Queen Katie. So I'm doing a poll. I'm going to ask him, get your opinion here. Voice for politician. I think that's how it is. So we want to keep as Yusuke Kitagawa or switch to JF Kibo. And we are going to allow additional voting at just the reasonable price of 10 OBs per vote. 3-minute poll. Cast your votes. Mr. Etition, what is that crazy contraption you're riding in? Let's test it out. Hey, it's my custom-made election-winning campaign mobile. Beautiful, isn't it? That'd be like JFK. Or, it's my custom-made election-winning campaign mobile. Beautiful, isn't it? Hey, you're at a witness stand, not a campaign podium. So come out of there this instant. No! No. Oh, he's just standing there like a normie. All right, now with the plaintiff's attorney, Mr. Wright, please explain the complaint filed against the defendant. Yes, Mr. Etition's complaint against the defendant is simple. The defendant, one Dirk Sadmati, stole my client's family heirloom, the crystal of Ami Faye. Mr. Etition merely seeks its return. I shouldn't have done this poll as 3 minutes. There's a lot of people. Somebody's dumping in some points. I should vote for the underdog here. Now that we got some music though, let me have a sip of water. I'm gonna read some chat, and then we'll see how the poll pans out. Crystal said, no! Oh, man. Queekatie says, keyboard slam. Nora said, Phoenix! Queekatie said, I forgot the tiger shirt. Crystal said, with a keyboard slam, that goes, Haraub sobs. Magpie says, I also forgot the tigre shirt. Crystal says, Apollo! Oak says, hey, I know that guy. Nora said, Phoenix right! Magpie said, taking psychic damage every time Phoenix gets his chest hair out. Well, that's the thing, like, he has no chest hair. He has, like, really well-defined, like, the pec cleavage, like, the inner part of the pecs, the parts that face each other. Nora says, what? Oak says, laughing. Crystal says, ayo, wait. Nora said, we're cooked. Crystal says, huh? Nora said, can we not? Quick said, yeah, this is the big thing of the case. Crystal said, bro, if he sneezes, it's all over. Magpie says, I love this final case so much. Crystal said, we lose in this case last day. Crystal says, against Phoenix? Seriously? Quick said, okay, but Logan, think about this. We're gonna see Phoenix go through his bluffing thoughts from Apollo's point of view. I hope then we see him constantly doing the and that this just, I hope he still does all that. My theory is, anytime we go against somebody else, that other person always seems like so calm and collected, except occasionally Edgeworth will go like, here. So I think he's just gonna seem calm and cool and collected the whole time. Crystal said, Logan, breathe, okay. When Quick Hitter says, soon we'll see my clip. Enjoy. I'm assuming it's because I finally got there in the chat. Oak says, Logan not even subscribed to Queen Katie. Shake my head. Oh, this crap, I forgot to do that. Hang on. The poll's finishing. It was very close. 98% say keep as Yusuke Kitagawa. Is it Kitagawa or Kitagawa? And only 2% say switch to JF Kibo, with Nora contributing 770 channel points? I thought you were channel point poor. But hang on. We have need to take care of some bookkeeping business here. Let me bring up the clip viewer, switch back to this. And you're right, I forgot to, so watch this. Oh, hang on, what's this description say? Apollo says objection to this objection. Watch this. Kapow. Oh, it's all sparkly. Do you see the colors? That shows how long it's been since I've subscribed to anybody. I think I have like 5 subscriptions. It's like a VTuber I watch, Joel Haver I subscribe to. I think I might have subscribed to that channel that does the pitch meetings. I don't know. I do need to subscribe to more people though. But thank you for the reminder. Nora says, lol, 1 star, would not drown again. Quick said, thank you. All hail Katie for the edit. Crystal said, 1 out of 10 experience. I do not recommend drowning. Apollo. Quick says, all hail Queen Katie. Queen Katie, the goat for real. Oak says, Queen Katie, the goat for real. I just got a haircut today. Literally the first time I've ever been to a professional hairdresser. Magpie says, do you want the Magpie Sudafed Law lore dump here or in chat? Because I'm so down to lore dump. I mean, it's up to you. It depends, I guess, on how long it is. Nora said, yes. No one says it's a Dracula instead of it's a vampire, Logan. Yes, they do. They usually do it for humorous effect, though. It's where you say it's a Dracula instead of a vampire, and it's a Godzilla instead of a kaiju. Those are the two that are always really funny, I think. You know what's even better than saying it's a Dracula is mispronouncing it as saying it's a Dracula. Try that sometimes. When you see a vampire, go, oh no, it's a Dracula. That is the best way to do it. Try it. It sounds dumb. But, it only sounds dumb because it is dumb. But it also only sounds dumb because you haven't tried it, and it's actually really funny. This wouldn't have happened if that archaeologist hadn't kicked the bucket. I see. Well, Mr. Justice, let's have your opening statement, if you would. Well, the defense asserts that the item in question is the Founder's Orb, a sacred relic from Karain. Okay, go on. It seems someone asked an archaeologist, Dr. Archie Buff, to study the orb. Dr. Buff determined that it was a Karainese national treasure known as the Founder's Orb. The very orb that was stolen from the treasure room in Karain several weeks ago. And Phoenix was there. Is the reason why Phoenix is doing this case because he wants to keep the Founder's Orb out of the hands of the royal family? And that Paul Attition is merely like the lesser of two evils? I mean, that makes sense, right? Why, yes, I saw a news report about that. The theft of a Karainese national treasure caused quite an uproar in the kingdom. Oh, no. Well, we believe that it was not, in fact, a theft in the traditional sense, but rather that it was spirited out of Karain by someone for Dr. Buff to study. Spirited of justice. Aced attorneyed. You don't say, and... Around that time, an acquaintance of the defendant learned of Dr. Buff. He made contact with the doctor, who agreed to hand over the orb. apparently the doctor wanted nothing to do with it once he'd learned it had been stolen. It seems you even have a transfer agreement between both parties. Mr. Sadmati also agreed to return the Founder's Orb to the Kingdom of Karain once the doctor verified it was the real thing. I see. So this dispute centers on whether the item in question is the Founder's Orb or the Crystal of Amifei. It's going to be both, right? It's going to be both. It's going to be the Crystal of Amifei is the Founder's Orb, yeah? That in turn will determine the object's rightful owner. I'd better bring my A game. Going up against Mr. Right won't be a walk in the park. Come to think of it, the name Dirk Sadmati sounds awfully familiar. Awfully terroristy. Yeah, but I can't recall where I've heard it. Oh, well, it's probably your imagination, Your Honor. He's just a tourist after all. Your Honor, I'm allowed to lie to you and gaslight you, right? Oh, my imagination, you say? I lost that in the war 20 years ago. Are you sure about this, Apollo? He's a wanted criminal in Karain, isn't he? In Karain, yes. He's just a tourist. I'm sure that we... Do we have an extradition treaty? Gavel slam! Very well, let's begin the proceedings. Also, why doesn't Phoenix have Maya over on his side? I want her there. Even if we don't get to see her do anything, I want him to have his sidekick there. Bailiff, would you bring in the first witness? Oh, the witness isn't politician? Is it going to be Dats? Or is it going to be Emma? Probably Emma to like, legs. Knees. Emma legs! I didn't know she wears capris. Emma? Show some manners. We are in court. Why did they do that body scan? Why didn't she just appear? Why did they have a dramatic Emma Sky reveal? I know, it's just, this is a civil trial, so I was surprised to see a detective take the stand. I had her do some digging on Dr. Buff. What for? You disappoint me, Apollo. First, you know I'm not just a detective. I'm a forensic scientist. Do try to remember that. Second, you owe Mr. Wright an apology. After all he's done for you, you have some nerve. First, I'm sorry. And second, I'm really just trying to do my job. You'll never get anywhere with that attitude. No woman will ever love you. Take some advice from someone who's been there and who is a woman. Why do I feel like I'm on trial here? The court finds the defendant Apollo Justice an incel. Detective Sky, your testimony, if you please. Okay, I gotta read some more in the chat. We're almost 2.5 hours in the stream, but we did make it to the trial. I feel very accomplished today. The doctor's dark secret. Let's say before we do this testimony. Magpie says, hee. So my mom is one of the ladies who got that law rolling in my state. We hatchling Magpie around age 7 to 8-ish was involved in all the meetings and such, and everyone in law enforcement and lawmaking tried to take credit for it, but it was all you. And they're like, we can't let this child take credit. But I know which ones are darn liars who never went to a single meeting, and it's most of them. I will elaborate in chat. Beck says, heck yeah, Myth Magpie. Oak says, Mr. Retition promised me special services if I won him this case. Nora says, wait, is Ami? Never mind, I'm not gonna ask. I don't want to get spoilered. Nora said, Phoenix, bad Phoenix, bad Phoenix. Magpie said, not in personal, kid. Phoenix snaps Apollo's neck. Nora said, bad Phoenix, Trucy convinced him to stop. Quigita said, Trucy is seeing the drama of the century here. Nora said, yeah, tell him to stop. Trucy, tell your father to stop being mean. Poor Trucy, poor baby. You know who I want to see in this case. Athena, well, you got your wish. Oak says, woo, with the June-S jingle. Beowulf said, Logan, you should play Metaphor. I want to see what you think about the battle theme, or at least one of them in particular. I want to. Honestly, the biggest obstacle for me playing Metaphor at this point, and is that the abbreviation people are going? They're not going with, because what's the other part? Refantasio Metaphor? But regardless, Beowulf, I do want to play it. There are two things stopping me. Number one, we need a hole in the schedule. I assume once we complete episode Aegis, we could possibly put it there. The other thing I need is money. Like, I've been waiting on this paycheck for like so long. And until it comes, I am practically broke. I am like rationing what tiny little bit of money I have. I'm working extra hours at work to try and get some cash. Tomorrow's a Friday. Paydays are always on Fridays, but I don't know if it'll come or not. The paycheck I'm waiting on could come anytime within the next like 3 or 4 weeks, but it'll be on a Friday. So like if it comes tomorrow, then it's like, okay, money problems temporarily solved. I can buy it. If it doesn't, then I wait till the next Friday. That's when it comes out. If it doesn't, then I wait till the next Friday, and we'll see. Let's see. Quick said, oh, hey, happy trial time. We're actually going into it tonight now. Oak says, thank you, Logan. Wait, what do you think? Oh, for the June S jingle. Quick said 1:48:54. So I am still quite a bit far behind, almost a half hour. Nora said, yep, Kotone is her canon name. Guido says, you are a stink man. You know, I'll take it. I'll be a stink man rather than a stink bug. Nora said, hey, Logan, in actuality, what do you want for Chidori cosplay? Because I'll find a way to get it. I'm telling you, it's got to be at least $1,000 on top of whatever it costs, including shipping. And even then, just so you know, I will be very, very briefly in it. Because it's like, no. My not integrity, would it be? My pride? My self-worth? Whatever it is, whatever the good thing that's in me does have a price, but it's a high price. Oak says his price is $1,000 plus the actual cosplay. Quickita says, sadly, no, the whole trial is Apollo POV. Darn it! Oak says, Polly, you want a cracker? Oh, Oak, is that the first time you've seen Trucy call him Polly? Nora said, okay, I'll find a cosplay and I'll figure out how to get $1,000. Oak said, we need to do a fundraiser. Nora said, it might be a couple of years, but Logan, just know I will get it eventually. I'm not kidding. I might actually start a GoFundMe. Okay, well, if you share the link in the Discord, if somebody finds it and like, I don't know, reports it for spam or something, I'm just saying. Oak says, if we can get the whole Discord to give like $5, we can do it. Oak, there's, how many people are in our Discord? Like a few dozen? I don't think that adds up to 1,000. Nora said, how to make a GoFundMe. And Quickity says, oh, by the way, Logan, there is a bad ending in the first part of this trial. If your HP dies during it, you get the first bad ending. Okay, so we gotta do that. We're gonna get to the cross-examination, and we're just gonna like spam presenting our attorney's badge and see the bad endings. Does that sound like a plan, everybody? So that's our goal for the rest of the night before the 3-hour mark to do that, which we should be able to because this is a testimony, right? And Oak is laughing. Quick, it is a good night, Oak, and 1:56:03. So I am still a half hour behind. Oak says good night, dang. Nora said good night. Oh, Quick said, oh, Logan, you can also do the hair judge too. Oh crap, I forgot to set up the green screen. That's what I do for it. I have a green image that I put in there. I will try to do that for next time. But thank you for the reminder. Quick said, wait, so who's gonna be our assistant this time? Bill said, yes, Mask to Mask 1. Was theft in a murder? Yeah, 'cause wasn't it that the guy who did the murder, like intentionally kind of threw the game, so to speak, to be convicted of the theft? Because that would provide him an alibi for the murder or something like that? Kukita said, I love how you said one, because you finally played the one game with info, lol. Oh, and there's Moogle Kara saying hello, how you doing? Good to see you, welcome. Good to see you. I think this is, yeah, we haven't seen you since the first time you followed. How are you? Beowulf says, yeah. Kukita said, how's that doing, by the way, Beowulf? Beowulf says, it doesn't top DGS, but it's good. Kukita said, I'll wait until AAI 2. It's dope. Okay, let's go here. The police have had their eye on Dr. Buff for some time. And just today, a number of stolen artifacts were discovered in his study. So is that like the other things, like the statue with the branching things? The Ami Faye urn and stuff like that? So I wonder if those maybe weren't even originally in there, but whoever murdered him stole those things and planted it to make it seem like he was stealing. Or maybe he was just a thief, I don't know. Yeah, because we had the statue, we had the Ami Faye urn. Then we also had some stuff that I don't remember ever seeing, like the little purple Godzilla and the little thing that does the Dalek exterminate. Oh, and we had the scroll that was originally from Trials and Tribulations. Was this big wall carving from something? I can't remember. Among them were a priceless urn and a statue that were stolen from the Faye clan. It seems the doctor would do anything to study artifacts, including steal them. So that's gonna basically undermine our argument, saying that he was willing to give it back when he found out it was stolen.
As for the relic at the center of this dispute, he likely stole it from the Titian residence.
Oh, yeah. All right. The doctor is a thief? No, Apollo, the doctor is not a thief. The doctor was a thief. He dead. Why am I just hearing about this now?
Well, cat burglar isn't something he'd put on his resume. He was more careful than that. But the fact is, he was a classic treasure hunter.
A treasure hunter, huh? Like people who have thrilling adventures in exotic places, risking life and limb for glory? I doubt Dr. Buff was the star of his own hit movie series, Athena. Out of respect for the dead, I will say Dr. Buff wasn't doing it to get rich. Apparently, he only wanted to borrow artifacts to study them. He would then return them as soon as his research was finished.
According to the doctor's child.
Oh yeah, Sergeant. Are we gonna have Sergeant Buff testify? It'll just be like the floating helicopter on the stand. Oh, that'll be delightful.
He would even repair or restore some of the artifacts he stole before returning them.
So he's like, okay, he's doing a public service.
He believed he was honoring the dead by discovering their history through artifacts.
So it sounds like the only real crime was that he didn't get permission?
But whatever lofty ideals he held, it makes no difference. Larceny is larceny is larceny is larceny.
See, Nora said, I was in the other room and I heard the Athena voice. I cannot tell you how fast I sprinted. It's my baby. I think Nora might be a little happy that Athena's here. Quick said, I'd say at least second to it. Rank of the games. Nora says, baby girl, best baby, BBG, lovely, ML, best girl, queen girl, boss, slay, lesbian, favorite character, best girl, W, lawyer, Athena, dies. Nora said, welcome to today's episode of Nora being in love with Athena Sykes. Magpie says, quote, sorry, Athena, it's way funnier to watch you react to the defense bench. I think I'm gonna need to laugh. Apollo, probably. Quiggity said, Judgy seeing the drama of the century right now. Magpie says, listen, you know Judgy makes popcorn anytime he sees Write Anything Agency on the docket. I hope he enjoys this. Do you think that like other trials, do you think like all the trials in Japanifornia are this insane, or is it only Phoenix Wright's trials? So is he like bored, just completely bored to death the rest of the time, and then sees this and he's like, ooh, this is gonna be fun. Last time I was here, a whale took the stand. Yes, he certainly sounds no different from a regular thief to me. I assume that regular thieves steal things, fix them, and then return them. So let's say for a moment that the doctor really did moonlight in stealing artifacts. Might he not have stolen the Founder's Orb in Karain and brought it back here himself? Let me guess, we're gonna say that he has a record of being here the entire time, that he did not travel abroad in the last 2 weeks. But the fact that it was stolen there, you can say somebody from over there flew over here and gave it to him. You don't say that he traveled over there, you said that he was on the receiving end of stolen goods. Nope, there's no record of him traveling overseas over the past few years. Plus, he couldn't very well leave his reclusive child at home all alone. Well, he's got a reclusive child? Hope he doesn't die of incuritis. Remember that time a kid died in this game series? That's right. We go dark sometimes. Then this really must be the Crystal of Ami Faye. Uh-huh. Yes. He stole it from the Titian residence, probably so he could study it. This is the left hook I did not need. I bet you never saw that coming, Apollo. Yeah, when Mr. Wright said the kid gloves were off, he wasn't kidding. How come he's not this good of a lawyer when he's on our side? Any ... is when he has the voiceover in his head going, I don't know what I'm talking about. I need to bluff. Mr. Justice, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Okay, so is this where we can get the bad ending? I think this is where we can get the bad ending. Cross-examination. The doctor's dark secret. All right, you guys ready for a bad ending? Let's save. And so this will take a minute. Here's what we do. We see the police have had their eyes on Dr. Buff for some time. We go present attorney's badge.
Objection!
Please take a look at this piece of evidence. I'm looking, but what am I supposed to see? As your boss and mentor, here's a bit of advice. Never present evidence before you have a good grasp of the situation at hand. Right, sorry. And as the presiding judge, here's a penalty stab. Ouch! Double team for just doing what Mr. Right always does anyway. Show people his badge. Oh, I just barely noticed I'm also in Apollo's uniform. Let me show you when we get back over there. So we gotta present again. Attorney's badge again. I just barely noticed this. Is that his attorney's badge on his collar? I mean, it looks a little bit different, but that's got to be like the Grade Ace attorney's badge up on his collar, right? That statement contradicts with this piece of evidence. Just how does it contradict with the evidence, Mr. Justice? Could I have about 5 minutes to figure out the answer to that? The defense will figure it out before he presents evidence next time. Sounds like a plan. Okay, just 3 more hits, then bad ending time. Consult, glowing yellow. No, I'm not gonna consult. I'm gonna present this badge. Please take a look at this piece of evidence. Okay, we saw this dialogue before, so there might only be like 2 different types of bad dialogue. I don't know, we'll see. We'll find out. What am I gonna do now? I'm gonna present this piece of evidence.
Objection!
Yep, same as before. Hang on, I'm gonna breathe while this is happening. Oof. Sweet, sweet oxygen. Okay, just 1 more, and then we're gonna get the bad ending, right? Right? Consult is glowing. Consult, please consult. No!
Objection!
I'm gonna present this. Please take a look at this piece of evidence. Same stuff as before. Okay, come on, just stab Apollo. You know you want to stab him. All right, sorry. Here we go, we made it. All right, see the bad ending. That's enough. I see no need to further prolong this trial. The Defiant Dragons have failed to sufficiently show their right to the item in question. We didn't tell him that Dirk belongs to the Defiant Dragons. How did he know? He lied when he said that he didn't know who Dirk Sadmati was. He knew he was a terrorist all the time. That was just plausible deniability. Therefore, ownership is hereby awarded to the plaintiff, Mr. Politician. Gavel slam. All right, here's the bad ending. That creep politician stole the Founder's Orb right out of our hands. The dream of revolution in the Kingdom of Khura'in died that day, and we returned to our daily lives. As for my relationship with Mr. Right, the word awkward comes to mind. Let's just say it was never really the same. And by the way, Trucy died. So, yeah, that was also unfortunate. Things were so awkward between us. Both of us just forgot to feed her. We forgot to put Trucy kibble in her bowl. It's really sad. Yay! Yay! So there's a bad ending, and we still have time, so we can actually keep playing even some more. Let's see, you gotta read some more in the chat though. Quickita said, I'd be so mad if it was just me. Nora says, lol. Quickita said, get ready to witness Phoenix's bluff thoughts outside of his brain. Said, Logan, what? No, what did I do? Nora said, help what? Quickita said, keep the Tanaka voice. I like the Tanaka voice. Wait, no. Politician didn't have the Tanaka voice. The Tanaka voice was like this. It's Tanaka's amazing commodities. I'm doing the Yusuke voice, which is more like this. Thurston Howell III here combined with James. But I get what you're saying. Quick 80 says, well, it's Yusuke voice, but still. Holy heck, thank you, whoever is on my side. Magpie said, it's okay, whoever that is, I'm only voting the once. Did you vote like I did for vote to change to JF Kibo? Nora says, shut up, Paul, you can't be compared to the great John F. Kennedy. I have 2 channel points. Magpie says, save your obies. I just didn't want to say, when Phoenix gets his, I'll say bosoms out because I felt like Logan wouldn't want to read that out loud. That's one of those words that's like, I don't think that's like an actual swear word, but it's like that's crude enough that they would bleep it out of TV. Magpie said, time check 2:16:10. I am still 25 minutes behind. Quickita said, holy heck, Nora, ain't that your life savings? Nora said, shut up, politician. You can't be compared to the great John F. Kennedy. Quickita says, gasp. Nora said, I like trains. Quickita said, yeah, thank you. Quickita says, now I'm probably about to get an email telling me, yay, you got a sub. Congrats on doing something. YouTube is really inconsistent on when it sends me email notifications on stuff like that. I wish it would send them more often. I need that dopamine hit. Nora said, anyways, I hate Paul so much he shouldn't be compared to JFK. Yeah, I've got a subtle vibe of that. But he did the quote. That was JFK who said, ask not what you can do for your country. Wasn't it? No, ask not what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country. Wasn't that JFK? Yeah, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. And he did that, except instead it was, but for what you can do for me, I think is what he said. Quickita said, cause really need to do some personal videos someday on YouTube. Magpie says, sees a Dracula. Oh no, it's a Twilight! Gets executed by my offended vampire hunting squad mates. The best vampire hunter character. Have any of you guys ever watched Venture Brothers? There is a character who, his name is Jefferson Twilight, Blackula Hunter. And so what he is he's a black guy who's a vampire hunter, but he exclusively hunts other black vampires. He's dressed up kind of like his outfit and his hairstyle is very reminiscent of, well, what decade was it? Was the 1970s when blaxploitation was like a genre of movie? So he's kind of a parody of that, but he's so cool. Let's see. Nora said, that reminds me and my friends have an inside joke I started, is whenever I say to her, who killed John F. Kennedy? And she says, the gun. And then I dab her up. Wasn't that a thing on, was it South Park? Was it South Park where they were like, kill John F. Kennedy or something like that? I can't remember. Nora said, live life like a book Florida would ban Pinterest. I don't know. I don't want to live like some of those books. Vex says, wow, this really aces my attorney. As Nora said, he's a tourist, not a terrorist. Don't worry, there's a different, that's what it is. Oh, that's why he says tourist. Because he's really saying terrorist, but he's saying with such a slur. It's like, he's a tourist. He's a tourist. What'd you say? Oh, just a tourist. Oh, did you say terrorist? Nah, it's a tourist. Tourist. Tourist? You're adding an extra syllable to tourist. He's a tourist. Let's see, Quickita said Apollo and my dad, Athena. Magpie says, I love Emma's shoes though. Honestly, that was just so weird because we've seen Emma so many times. So why are we scanning up like that as if it's some big dramatic reveal? See, Nora says, oh, it's Emma, and who also loves women. Everyone in this game is homosexual. Quickity says, 22518. I'm slowly getting there. Bill says, yes, Atlas said that as a shorthand to call it metaphor. And don't forget, there is the demo. That is true. And have you said about how many hours long the demo is? Magpie says, pride, self-worth, sir, you do improv comedy. That is fair. That is fair. Quickity said, yeah, chunky demo. Bale says, it's big. I love it. Oh, hi. Ara Habaki. Oh, that's the thing. That's the thing that was doing the exterminate when we investigated it. I was saying it looks like one of the, it looks like a bunch of things. It looks like Hutzel from Darkstalkers. It also looked like one of the personas. I need a sip of water. And then we'll get back in this. Okay. So we got to press on every statement. Did we say? Yeah, we did because we just reloaded this. So you know the deal here. We're going to press on every statement to see if there's new content from that. And then we'll figure out what we're going to present as evidence. We got 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, something like that. We can at least get through this cross-examination, right? The police have had their eyes on Dr. Buff for some time. Hold it! How exactly did Dr. Buff arouse the suspicion of the police anyway? Well, I know how he aroused the suspicion. If you take a look at the picture of him, he's not wearing pants under those books. That's how he aroused suspicion.
Chalk it up to good old-fashioned sleuthing. After investigating countless artifact thefts over the past few years, the police finally zeroed in on him and the doctor became their prime suspect.
A number of those artifact thefts occurred in Karain Village too, if I might add. And they started right around the time the doctor moved there. But he was never arrested. I take it there was nothing concrete linking him to the crime.
No, which is why we were never able to get a search warrant in the first place. It's hard to get arrest artifact thieves unless you catch them red-handed. Still, the police had him under constant surveillance.
What? No, he died. How could you didn't have him under constant surveillance? He got murdered.
And just today, a number of stolen artifacts were discovered in his study.
Hold it! Are you sure these allegedly stolen artifacts are the real deal?
They're not fakes, that's for sure. Take the urn, for example. Apparently, it's an extremely intricate work of art.
That pearl broke.
Its design, cracks, and other features would be impossible to replicate perfectly.
Actually, I've had a few run-ins with that urn myself. So, I was shocked to see it there in the doctor's study. I can say without a doubt that the urn was stolen from the fake land. Just leave it at that. Oh, I see. Again, I'm surprised this game how many callbacks we have to previous games. We are trying to be vague about it though, Norris, to avoid spoilers for your sake. Detective Sky, please continue with your testimony if you would.
Among them were a priceless urn and a statue that were stolen from the fake land.
Hold it! Oh, were any other stolen artifacts found besides those belonging to the Fays?
Yes, for instance...
Oh, there it is again, Beowulf, the right there.
Remember that large relief on the wall? It was chiseled out of some ancient ruins in the kingdom of Karain several years ago.
Oh, okay. So it looks like there's a woman praying, and that looks like a ghost who's about to possess her. So that's got to be depicting spirit channeling. And there's also a chunk missing behind my camera. You can't see it. But so maybe this depicts the Holy Mother. Maybe that's going to be a clue to her identity a little bit later on. Chiseled out? Didn't that damage it?
Well, he did restore the parts that were so faded you could barely see them anymore. It seems he intended to return it someday, so one could say his intentions were good. But good intentions are no get-out-of-jail-free card, that's a fact.
If I might add, with respect for the deceased, the quality of the restoration was apparently exceptional. It seems the doctor invested a lot of money in hiring an extremely talented specialist. He sounds like a good man who took a wrong turn somewhere. I guess Sarge takes after him that way.
Any further questions? If not...
Okay, we're halfway through this cross-examination. Let me check out this clip that was posted in the chat. Oh, this is a clip by Nora. Let's, I feel like Nora doesn't do as many clips, so it's ooh, this is a special occasion here. This clip from Nora, oh, it's only from 15 minutes ago, so I'm slowly getting caught up, is titled, Welcome to today's episode of Nora, ... That's where it's cut off there, so I don't know what Nora's show is called, but let's watch it. Nora says, baby girl, best baby, BBG, lovely, it's this part. ML, best girl, queen girl, boss, slay, lesbian, favorite character, best girl, W, lawyer, Athena, 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 dies. Nora said, welcome to today's episode of Nora being in love with Athena. Oh, that's what it was. But thank you very much for the clip. I appreciate it. I hate to admit it, but I actually didn't say every single one of those Athenas. I just went till I was almost out of breath. Nora said, oh, I forgot. I was thinking I would have to go soon because it's Thursday, but I don't have school tomorrow, so I can stay for the full stream. Literally just got so happy. It's been so long since I've stayed for the entire stream. I'm so happy. Well, congratulations. It's always nice when you can sleep in the morning. Beowulf said, that's Ryunosuke's badge, Logan. Is that the protagonist Great Ace Attorney? Because that's, I think, what we decided. The costume is the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles outfit. Quikita said, Athena, please, Logan, consult me. You're dying. Nora said, let's see. Quikita said, let's see. Nora said, well, Quikita salutes. Nora said, what do you mean? Quikita said, Phoenix, so, you and Trucy are sips. Nora said, Trucy. Magpie says, I did for JF Kibo, but I do like the current voice. He. Quikita said, gonna yoink some sleep gummy now. Oh, because we're getting close. Nora said, he almost caught up. Am I? 2:43:14 says Quikita. I'm only 6 minutes behind. How did that happen? I went from half hour to 6 minutes. I mean, to be honest, it's probably just that a lot of people have gone to bed and chat's getting a little bit sleepy. But I'm getting there. I'm gonna chalk it up to just, I'm doing so well at this.
It seems the doctor would do anything to study artifacts, including steal them.
Hold it! Had these alleged thefts been going on for some time?
At least 5 years as far as we can tell. Boop, boop. All the recent thefts had been local, but before moving to Karain Village, he had been stealing from ruins around the world.
Dr. Buff was an international criminal?
This data lends itself to but one conclusion. Dr. Buff was a thief. As for the relic at the center of this dispute, he likely stole it from the Attition residence.
So, okay, that seems like the only thing that we could possibly present evidence for, because that's like a very specific... But I'm gonna guess that this is probably gonna be one of those things where we don't have any evidence. We just press everything, it's like, well, we got nothing. Hold it! You claim he stole a family heirloom from the Attition residence? But claiming something doesn't make it true.
Unfortunately, it is true.
Huh? How can you be so sure?
A police report was filed concerning the theft 1 year ago, in fact.
Oh, what? A whole year ago? Maybe that's what we needed. We just need to find this and have this added to our court record or something.
August 25th of last year, to be exact, the report states, and I quote, the crystal of Amife was discovered to be missing. From the Attition storehouse at 10 a.m., the storehouse lock had been picked. Signed, politician.
Politician-Wimperson? He's not even using his full last name. Attition Wimperson.
Politician
Wimperson. Okay, so is there a pun with Wimperson? Or is it gonna be that we're gonna meet politicians' father or mother? How does it usually go? I think if it's hyphenated, it's usually isn't it usually maiden name first? So Wimperson might be the dad's name? Paul Wimperson, is it politician Wimperson? Is there a pun there, or is the pun gonna be on a parent that we're going to meet a little bit later?
Well, a year-old report certainly lends the plaintiff's claim credence. The doctor really could have stolen the crystal of Amife.
Not only that, Your Honor, but the Founder's Orb was only found to be missing several weeks ago. That is nearly a year after the crystal's theft was reported. Therefore, I believe we must consider the orb and the crystal to be two separate items. Unless he lied about the theft, or it was stolen there and taken to Crane, or I don't know. Let me read some more in the chat. Quickita says, I almost choked on my sleep gummy for once, not because of Logan. Oh, what happened? What? Are you okay? Bill says, it took me a few sessions to get through the demo, so it would take you a while. Okay, so maybe we'll do that. Because I do feel like we're probably gonna get through episode Igus kind of quick, because it's very grindy. I think we got maybe 5 more streams of it at most. Maybe more than that. I don't know. Nora said, raid suggestion. Logan, Robo, raid yourself, lonely man. Nora said, why do you choke on food during Logan streams? It happens a lot. Beowulf said, the demo also has multiple dungeons for you to go through. Quickita said, look, most of these are cause he says things that I have forbidden knowledge about. But this one wasn't because I said anything. It was because the game, or was it something like with you IRL? Something outside of the channel. Nora said, thank you for no spoilers. And then quote number 172, I want to examine the crime scene, not a girl. Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney Trilogy, August 5th, 2024. Bill says, it's a bit weird to think about the fact that Metaphor releases only a little over a week now. Nora said, oh, also, is there a new AA game coming out soon? I don't think soon. They just barely released a collection of the 2 Edgeworth spin-off games. Quickgator says, nope. Nora said, Chris Weckkamp told me there was. Did he lie to me? I'm guessing he was probably thinking about the Edgeworth collection that just came out since he played Edgeworth in the anime, right? Quickgator said, I don't know, lol. The only new thing is the Ace Attorney Investigations collection coming out a few months ago with a game that finally came out of Japan. Vex says, EP chat, which is fine. It happens sometimes. But let's play a little bit more here. Politician Wimperson? Not the most awe-inspiring tail end, is it? I can see why he cut it. Okay, so here's a new piece of evidence. This is gonna be probably the police report about the missing item. Not that he inspires confidence without it. Still, I'd probably do the same thing in his shoes. Robbery report added to the court records. So that's why we had to press everything. Get this. A report filled out a year ago by one Mr. Politician Wimperson for the theft of the crystal of Amife. A police report was filed about the crystal's theft a year ago. Well, let's read it then. Let's see what it says specifically. Robbery report. The crystal of Ami Faye was discovered to be missing from the Attition storehouse at 10 a.m. The storehouse lock had been picked. Okay, so that's exactly what Emma said, so there's nothing more than that. But the theft of the Founder's Orb was only reported a few weeks ago. So the Crystal's police report was filed way before the orb was found missing. Okay, but hang on. That doesn't necessarily mean that the orb wasn't already stolen from Karain, because wasn't it? You guys got to correct me if I'm wrong, because we started this game so long ago, I don't remember exactly how the first chapter went. But wasn't it the case that in the first chapter they found the little puzzle box it was supposed to be in, opened it, and it was just empty, right? Who knows how long it had been gone? For all we know, it might have vanished out of Karain like a year ago. And then they filed the report a year ago as well to give an excuse for like one of these days we'll be able to snatch it back from that Archie Buff guy. So that's probably what it is. It hasn't been just missing for a few weeks. It's been missing for a full year at least. That suggests the stolen relic is the Crystal of Ami Faye, as Mr. Attition Whippison asserts. I doubt the police report is a fake. After all, Emma is the one who submitted it as evidence. Yeah, and she, to be fair, she's good at her job. Unlike Gumshoe, but we do love Gumshoe. Still, I feel like something we learned in that police report is important somehow. Oh, so we were probably gonna use that to present it as evidence. So nothing got added to the testimony. So hang on, let's save and then figure out what we're gonna present. This is the last thing we're probably gonna do tonight. We'll do this, then we'll do a little bit of dialogue until we find a good pausing moment. So what do we have? Police have had their eyes on Dr. Buff for some time, and just today a number of stolen artifacts were discovered in his study. Among them were a priceless urn and a statue that were stolen from the Fae clan. It seems the doctor would do anything to study artifacts, including steal them. As for the relic at the center of this dispute, he likely stole it from the Attition residence. So... well, how long is they've had their eye on him for some time? Because if he's been under surveillance for more than a year, then he wouldn't be able to... okay, so obviously the game seemed to hint that this is the evidence we'll present. So once again, Crystal of Ami Faye was discovered to be missing from the Attition storehouse at 10 a.m. The storehouse lock had been picked. So it's either gonna be... I mean, 10 a.m., we're not gonna find something that specific. It could be something about the lock being picked? Police have had their eyes on Dr. Buff for some time, and just today, a number of stolen artifacts were discovered in his study. Among them were a priceless urn and a statue that were stolen from the Fae clan. It seems the doctor would do anything to steal artifacts. Okay, you know what, let's ignore the police report for a second, just in case maybe that's Apollo saying it'll be important later and that's why it's in there. Let's review everything. Karine's national treasure, the doctor hid it in the ruins before his untimely death, and that's just a picture of it, okay. Photo, can I show you guys a picture of my dead dad? He's right here, okay, and the orb isn't like in the picture here or anything. Not gonna present like the hat or something like that. Research notes on the Song of Ceremony and the box containing the Founder's Orb. Mitama motif from Karain founding period. When Dragon and Tiger battle, the Founder offers divine protection when the butterfly and blade brace the Mitama, the favor of the orb is bestowed. Offer their prayers fervent as fire, only then shall the Holy Mother return, descending upon all her glory. The Founder bestows greatest power known. It might have something to do with Mitama motif from Karain founding period. Study photo, the Dr. Fell hit his... and we read this too, yeah. Dr. Fell hit his head on the floor and died. There are blood and coffee stains on one of the books. Okay, so that's probably not going to be important yet. Study diagram, a diagram of the doctor's study. Note the bookcase, large window, and second floor area. Entrance that goes up there, and then comes down these stairs. Coffee bar. It's probably going to be something later about how far away the coffee bar was from the bookshelf. And we, of course, got the little persona dude there. And the tree outside. Orb transfer agreement. I agree to hand over the Founder's Orb to the Defiant Dragons if I will come to no harm. Sarge's drone, a helicopter drone operated by the Doctor's kit equipped with a camera and microphone. Data obtained from the Doctor's computer includes a report on research of the Founder's Orb. Maybe this was it. I don't remember what it was. Subject research report. I deciphered the patterns but have yet to crack the riddle. The opaque crystal orb is the key. Dr. Buff, how's your research going? This is from Paw 711 at Nmail. But Okay, I'm not sure how this would come into play there. Raincoat seems the doctor wore this last night, bears a distinctive yellow and green two-tone design. That was probably just earlier to present to Pearl to figure out where we're going. Stuck to the insole of the doctor's boot, probably got there when he went to hide the Founder's orb. Doctor's reading glasses. The doctor's poor eyesight meant he couldn't read without anything. Without these, they were found on his desk. This is going to be evidence to show that he was murdered because he wasn't wearing those glasses when he was supposedly reading those books. So it's got to be the robbery report. A report filed a year ago by one Mr. Paul Attition Wimperson for the theft of the crystal. Oh my gosh. I think I'm gonna have to read some chat while I mull over this because I'm a little bit stumped. Let me one more time read all 5 of these statements. The police have had their eyes on Dr. Buff for some time. And just today, a number of stolen artifacts were discovered in his study. Among them were a priceless urn and a statue that were stolen from the Fey clan. It seems the doctor would do anything to study artifacts, including steal them. As for the relic at the center of this dispute, he likely stole it from the Attition residence. Okay, let me read some chat, because yeah, wow, I'm stumped. Nora said, maybe he told me about the new game that hasn't been around to the public yet. Quickita said, I doubt it. That'd just be a leak, which is still not good. We have no official info on a new game, like new game, nothing there. Well, plus he's just a voice for the anime, right? And so he my guess is he just heard that the Edgeworth Investigations collection was coming out since he played Edgeworth, and just got the timing mixed up, I bet. Oh, Quick Kitty with a name fact said Paul Attition Wimperson, his full English name, is a play on the word politician, referencing his profession, and both whimper, or whimpers on in reference to his personality. Okay, so it doesn't tie in directly to Paul Wimperson but it's just that he's a wimpy little dude. He's a wimp and he whimpers. Nora said, I don't know, I thought he said there was a new AA thing coming out soon when we were talking about Edgeworth, and I told him I'd been watching a stream of the game and was planning on watching the anime. Well, especially if it was when you were talking about Edgeworth, because like I said, it's the Edgeworth collection. It's his 2 spin-off games, and one of them was never released in the United States prior to this point. Quickita said, no parents are involved, Logan. So that's so weird, maybe he meant the announcement Capcom had, which was just a video showing every game so far, no new stuff. Oh yeah, that's right, I think, was it, somebody posted that in the Discord. Was it Wendy? Quickita said, I'm all fine, the gummy just wasn't chewed enough. Okay, still be careful with that. Nora said, or maybe I just got some unreleased info. Quickita said, in that case, shh. Nora said, oh, maybe that's what he was talking about. Might have been. Magpie says, I do retain hope that one day we'll get the re-release of the Layton crossover. I would love that. Nora said, I don't know, we'll see. I want a game that's just Athena. I really wanted to do some drawing right now, but it's late. Quickita said, the culprit of case 1, I think, stole it, and my theory is that he sold it off outside of Crane before the murder happened, and that ended up in the village. Maybe, but I'm still sticking with my theory that it was actually stolen a year ago. Nora said, I met Gumshoe and I hate him. Don't let Tiff hear you say that. Gumshoe is like Tiff's husband. Quickita said, just yell potato for me, Logan. I have the guide. Give me just another minute here. Okay, let me think this. I gotta think this through again. The police have had their eyes on Dr. Buff for some time. Crystal Amife was discovered to be missing from the Attition storehouse. At 10 a.m., the storehouse lock had been picked. Because again, Apollo hinted that this might be what presents evidence. Robbery report. So either it's going to be that was a year ago or that a lock was picked. And just today, a number of stolen artifacts were discovered in his study. Okay. Among them were a priceless urn and a statue that were stolen from the Fey clan. And we're oh, thank you, Toilet Duck. Thank you, Toilet Duck. I will save again. I will save again right now. Thank you, Toilet Duck. It seems the doctor would do anything to study artifacts, including steal them. Okay, we're not disputing that. That seems like we're accepting it for the time being. As for the relic at the center of this dispute, he likely stole it from the Attition residence. Is it gonna be that he wears glasses? People with glasses can still pick locks. I gotta look at the evidence again. I am so freaking stumped. If I can't figure it out in the next few minutes, I may need to ask for like a small hint or something. Karini's national treasure, the doctor hid it in the ruins before his untimely death. Picture of Jove Justice, research notes. Mitama motif from Karain founding period. Is that also on this? And that's the same motif on that, but that's just the thing that holds the orb. Okay. Picture of him dead. Wonder if the watch being on one side will be important, that he's like right-handed or something like that later. Okay, he's got something around his neck and not wearing any pants. The book is all bloodied. Okay. Diagram? Nothing about door locks? I agree to hand over the Founder's Orb to the Defiant Dragons if I will come to no harm, Dr. Archie Buff. I mean, this is him calling it the Founder's Orb. Not gonna be the helicopter. The email, this could have something. I decipher the patterns, but have yet to crack the riddle. The opaque crystal orb is the key. Notice how he doesn't call it the Founder's Orb or the Crystal of Ami-Fae. And we still gotta find out who this is that emailed him. Raincoat, glowing moss. Doctor's poor eyesight meant he couldn't read anything without these. They were found on his desk. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try, we did save, I'm gonna try presenting this to both the first and the last statements. Because I feel like it's probably one of those, but I'm just not quite getting it together. Let's just go out on a limb. So present. Objection! I was wrong! That statement contradicts with this piece of evidence. We've already seen this dialogue when we got the bad ending. So let's load this back up. Okay, let's try that again. This time we're gonna do the first statement. And we're gonna go present. Objection. And it's not that. Okay, so if it's not that statement, hang on. Load. I'm sorry that I'm also not being like very yappy, but my brain is trying to figure this out and my brain is not working. Okay, so we know that if assuming it is that police report that needs to be presented, it's not the first or last statement, so it has to be one of these two. Just today, a number of stolen artifacts were discovered in his study. Well, the police report wouldn't have anything to do with that. Among them were a priceless urn and a statue that were stolen from the Fae clan. It seems the doctor would do anything to study artifacts, including steal them. Let's try presenting this. I feel like I'm brute forcing. Okay, so you know what? I don't think it's the police report anymore. It's not the police report anymore. We're gonna scrap that idea. We're crumpling that up. We're tossing that in the waste paper basket. So it's got to be something else then. So what else could it be? So police have had their eyes on him for some time. Number of stolen artifacts, including those two. Seems the doctor would do anything to study artifacts, including steal them. As for the relic at the center of this dispute, he likely stole it from the Etitian residence. Okay, hang on. Look at our evidence. Crane's national treasure, the doctor hid it in the ruins before his untimely death. Picture of Jove Justice. Again, there's nothing like hidden in here, right? No? I don't think so. Research notes. I mean, it's just the poem and the motif, which does match the other thing, but that doesn't seem to be referenced directly here. Okay. The study diagram. Coffee bar, bookshelf, bookshelves. Orb transfer agreement. I agree to hand over the Founder's Orb to the Defiant Dragons if I will come to no harm. I mean, this should show that Archie Buff at the very least referred to it as the Founder's Orb, but that doesn't seem to hold much weight. The helicopter drone operated by the kid, equipped with a camera and a microphone. Data obtained from the doctor's computer. This seems likely to be it. Decipher the patterns, but have yet to crack the riddle. The opaque crystal orb is the key, but he's again not referring to it as the Founder's Orb or the Crystal of Ami-Fae. Maybe we'll do this to show that someone was communicating with him about it, that it wasn't just that he stole it, So let's try that. He would do anything to study artifacts, including steal them. We're gonna show that somebody was working with him. Objection! Nope! I think I'm gonna need a subtle hint. Like, not a hint in terms of here's the piece of evidence or here's the statement, but just like a slight clue, just a slight nudge in the right direction. I think I'm going to, so I guess I officially invoke potato. I hate resorting to that, but I think I need to. Let's see, Queen Kitty says, ooh, not quite. I wonder if he'll get it on the right track soon. Apparently not. Say, it's the song I sang. Good times. Nora said, I'm working on making Discord server if I ever get some more people on my streams. Queen Kitty says, Nora said, I'm definitely not using your server as an example, Queen Katie. Quickita said, lol, don't worry, I stole the server format from another person. Discord stuff is hard. Nora says, lol. Quickita said, I have faith in you, Logan. Oh, we're learning that you shouldn't. Okay, Crystal with some raid suggestions. Hang on, let me copy these raid suggestions down. Thank you very much, Crystal. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I could probably go ahead and, I can see the end of the chat in sight, so I can probably fully catch up to chat and see if there is indeed a hint or not. Quickita said, I have my hint ready. I'm believing in you, Logan. Are you disappointed in me that I'm needing to resort to getting a hint on this? Because this seems not exceptionally intuitive. Unless maybe I'm just dumb and my brain's missing something. Quickita said, I also have an extra hint just in case. I don't know which one to say first when Logan asks. I would say whichever one is the most vague, I suppose. Quickita says, wrong track. Hint! Oh, here we go. What's a piece of info we just learned during pressing that could be attached to evidence? Do I need to go back and repress evidence again? Or repress the statements again? Because we did just get the new piece of evidence of the official police report. Let's go back and do that. Oh, man, you know, is this going to be one of those things where after we get that, we have to go back and press the items again? Because sometimes it'll do that, where it's like, you pressed it before, but now that you have this piece of evidence, you got to press it again. Okay, police have had their eyes on Dr. Buff for some time. How exactly did he arouse suspicion? Good old-fashioned sleuthing, investigating countless artifacts of the past few years. Police finally zeroed in and became the prime suspect. Number of those thefts occurred in Crane Village 2. Started around the time the doctor moved there, but he was never arrested. I take there was no link to him committing the crime. No, which is why we're never able to get a search warrant in the first place. Hard to arrest the thieves unless they're red-handed. Police had him under constant surveillance. That could be it. Okay, so let's try. I'm just pressing them again to kind of review what was said, because maybe I missed something. I was just waiting for something to be added, but apparently there's important information. You sure these allegedly stolen artifacts are the real deal? And they're not fakes? The urn, for example, intricate cracks, had his run-in with it. The urn was stolen from the Fae clan. Please continue with your testimony if you would. Okay, so let's try, this one here. Hold it! And we're gonna see, I'm sorry that it's taking me forever. Were any other stolen artifacts found behind, besides those belonging to the Faes? And she said yes, for instance. Oh, this was the new thing, right? The big relief on the wall. It was chiseled out of some ancient ruins in the Kingdom of Kharain several years ago. So is this the important new piece of evidence? Chiseled out, didn't that damage it? It would restore the parts that were faded. The intentions were good. Might add respect for the deceased. Quality of the restoration was exceptional. Seems the doctor invested a lot of money in hiring an extremely talented specialist. He sounds like a good man who took a wrong turn somewhere, so that might be relevant that he was working with somebody, that he got that out of Kharain. Okay, and we'll press one last statement and hold it. I am so lost here. The alleged theft's been going on for some time. At least 5 years, as far as we can tell. Sorry, I'm not doing the voices, but I'm just trying to get the information. All the recent thefts had been local, but before moving to Crane Village, he had been stealing from the ruins around the world. Dr. Buff was an international criminal. The data lends itself to but one conclusion: Dr. Buff was a thief. Okay, so it could be the fact that they were local? Huh, Quickita said, I have more wider hint of your stock. Crystal says, AMC, how you doing? Says, it was Longa. He killed Proitag. How you doing, AMC? Quickita said, it's a very vague thing to remember, to be fair, Logan. And Nora said, I got a blanket that was just washed. It smells so good. And there, 3 hours, 13 minutes, 49 seconds. I caught up to chat for the first time of the night. Okay. So let's review the evidence again that we have. Kharain's national treasure. Doctor hid it in the ruins before his untimely death. That is just a picture of it. It does show us the relief on that, but that doesn't seem important now. Picture of Jove Justice. Research notes. Meet him a motif from Kharain founding period. Dragon and butterfly, but that was just for unlocking the thing. Picture of the study. We can't really read what's on any of the books. This will be important later, I'm sure. Study diagram. Okay. Orb transfer statement. I agree to hand over the Founder's Orb with the Defiant Dragons if I will come to no harm. Sarge's drone. Email. I deciphered the patterns, but have yet to crack the riddle. The opaque crystal orb is the key. How's your research been coming along? Raincoat, moss, glasses, robbery report. Crystal of Amife was discovered to be missing from the Attition storehouse at 10 a.m. The storehouse lock had been picked. A report filed a year ago by one Mr. Politician Wimperson for the theft of the Crystal of Amife. Oh, is that what it is? Wait, no, but we already presented this because this is the storehouse and the residence. So wait, no, that's not going to be it. I thought it was going to be the fact that it's like, but I already tried presenting it to this thing, right? Oh boy, I'm so lost. Nora said 313.50. Quick, you can do it. It's so simple when you remember. Except the problem is I don't remember what I'm supposed to remember. So the things were added when we went back and talked to him is that there was the big relief on the wall, the big chiseled out thing that he got from the Kingdom of Kharain, that he worked with someone to restore. But we don't even have any evidence that really links to that at all. I mean, I guess we can point to it here on the diagram. I think I'm gonna need one more hint. I am so sorry. Quick said, want the less vague hint. I guess I need to. I am stumped. I mean, I can brute force it, but that's never satisfying, right? Hang on, so... Nora said, chat, I really wanted to know. Quick said, what would prove Archie did not steal it from the residence of Paul without consent? You know what we should do in real life? We would present this email and find out whose email address that was. At Paw 711. Oh my gosh. PAW. He's not a furry. It's Paul Attition Wimperson. Paul Attition Wimperson. So it's going to be the email. So which statement do we present this to that'll make sense? Please have had their eyes on Dr. Buff for some time. Today, a number of stolen artifacts were found. The urn and the statue. Doctor would do anything. He likely stole it from the Attition residence. So we're gonna link the email to Politician. That's got to be it, right? So it's the email. PAW. Please be right. Please don't tell me I accidentally skipped ahead and that it's gonna be like the next cross-examination. We figure out that's his email address. Objection! Oh, thank goodness. How long was I stuck on that one cross-examination? That was like at least 20 minutes. The doctor stole the relic from the plaintiff? Are you sure? Because that statement doesn't agree with a certain piece of evidence.
What do you mean?
Take a look at this.
What about it?
This contains an email from the doctor's computer. Email? Email? Is that an electronic man? Is that a little piece of plastic? No, I'm afraid I don't understand. Oh, this stick here can store all sorts of computer data. I don't get it. Sticks are what you rub together for fire. Just look at this, okay? Apparently, the doctor was reporting his research findings to a certain individual. Now take a look at this. It's the police report Detective Sky presented to this court. Oh, you can see the plaintiff's legal name on it. Paul Attition Wimperson. I can see why he dropped the Wimperson from his name, but that's hardly breaking news. Look closer, Your Honor. Oh, finally! His initials! Yay! Phoenix is still bad at his job. Yay! Yay! Uh-huh. Right. The plaintiff's full legal name is Paul Attition Wimperson. Now consider this. The email's recipient address starts with 3 letters. Oh, we can see the new reply all forward, delete.
P-A-W-O. Don't tell me.
Oh, but I will anyway. The individual who hired the doctor to study the disputed item, is none other than Politician Wimperson.
Wait, then that means, hang on. I gotta think this. What does that mean? I gotta put two and two together in my head. What does that mean?
Exactly. He wouldn't have asked the man who stole his family heirloom to study it. Therefore, how could this possibly be the Crystal of Army Fae? I feel like if anything, that's going to implicate Politician in the murder, right? Because then the idea is going to be that he got all the information he needed out of him and then found out that he was going to give the orb to the Divine Dragons, and so he killed him so that then he could say, oh, but look at it, it's the Crystal of Ami Fae, and my camera just died. There, yeah, so that's what's going to be, is the Politician killed him. That can't be the final case. That can't be all there is to it, though. That's way too simple for the final case of one of these games. But thank you for your patience and for your hints, Queen Katie. I'm sorry. Let's see. And yeah. And then Queen Katie says ... P-A-W. Yeah, I got there eventually. Nora said, hee hee. Queen Katie said, yes, I'm so proud-ish of you. You're a little bit disappointed. I was a little bit dumb. Queen Katie said, good job. Crystal says, ish. Nora says, it's midnight. So it's October 4th now. Crystal says, oh wow, we went over the 3-hour mark a little bit. Nora says, it's October 4th. It's October 4th. Starts crying all over again. Have you gotten that far in Persona 3 Portable yet? Crystal says, it's October 4th. Oh, yay. Politician Wimperson. Nora said, October 4th cries. Oh, and also, Heartstopper Season 3 came out today. Well, not today, yesterday. I don't know, October 3rd. I don't know what that is. Nora said, if anyone's interested, I don't know what it is. Quigita said, Pops confetti! I'm definitely clipping this later, mainly for the furry comments. Well, I appreciate that. I'm glad you still took some joy from it, even though I struggled for, like, so long. Nora said, remember that's what I was sobbing about, like, a month ago? I'm in December right now, Logan. I couldn't remember. You played that game fast. Quigita said, thank you for the very dramatic drowning stream. See y'all next time for Spooky. That's right, just as a reminder to everybody here, and if anyone's lurking, I gotta give you the rundown. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, currently alternating between this, Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice, and Persona 3 Reload. We're doing the episode I Guess DLC, except, so normally tomorrow would be Persona 3, but this month, Fridays are Fright Days. We're doing spooky and or horror games. And so the one that we're gonna be doing today, or tomorrow, I should say, is going to be Corpse Party, assuming it works. It gave me some technical difficulties one other time I tried to do in the past, so if it doesn't work, we'll be doing Fran Bow instead. So let me type in a raid. The person with the fewest number of viewers from the raid suggestions is this one. Here is our raid message as well. Crystal says, Heartstopper is a series adapted from a book, I think. Nora said, yep. Say, can you play Andy and Lele? I mean, it hasn't gotten that many votes, to be honest. I think that might be a fun game to play, but I really don't know much about it, except that, I don't know, it sounds like the type of game that you all might enjoy seeing make me uncomfy. I don't know. Kriya says, good night, y'all, bye-bye. Yes, thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it, sticking me out with that last half hour or so of struggling. But I really appreciate it. So yes, I love and appreciate you all. Have an awesome rest of your night. We'll see you tomorrow for Spooky. I'm nervous because like this is a different game. So hopefully it goes well. I may end up regretting things immediately. Who knows? We might end up having like only 3 viewers the entire time and I'll be like, I have made bad choices. Nora said you should still play it anyways. Crystal said, bye-bye. Thank you for the drowning stream. Nora said, uncomfy. Definitely. You'll definitely be uncomfy. Bye. Beck says, good night. Yes, thank you again, everybody. So yes, I love and appreciate you all. You all are the best. Like, I can't tell you how much it delights me to hang out with you guys. So have a great rest of your night. Enjoy the stream. Have a good, like, first part of the day tomorrow. And then at nighttime, maybe we'll have a spooky, scary part of the night. I don't know. Anything could happen. I hope there will be both corpses and parties in Corpse Party. But I don't know. Vex says, sleep well. Nora says, Andy and Lele is trauma, but great. Oh, the raid's about to start. Anyway, I've been rambling too much. Enjoy the raid. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, bye. And for those watching the VOD, good night as well.